Welcome to the Dikke Svekke podcast.
Welcome to the Dikke Svekke podcast. Welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing good tonight. It's been a while since we've done this, and I'm so glad that we're back. I've got a very special guest waiting in our Discord, and I'm not gonna wait too long to introduce him. You probably know him from in the chat. You probably know him from his channel, the Senpai .be. He also has a YouTube channel. He has a magnificent bald head. What else can I say about this man? I think I'm just gonna bring him on. I'm gonna push this little button because I got this new little thing that I can play with, and normally it should go like sweep, and you should see him. 1, 2, 3. There he is, and now he's just gotta unmute himself, and then we can hear him.
Yeah. I almost forgot. Good evening,
There he is. All right. No, I don't have a stream deck yet, Rob, but I do have a. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna just for free. I'm gonna plug this app. They're not sponsors, but I got this. It's 14 euros, and you can. It's for Android and for iOS. And you just have a stream deck just like that for free, and it works perfectly. I mean, it's amazing. It's just a free plug. I was literally gonna do that myself. There you go. It's called Touch Portal, because if I don't say what it's called, it's not really a plug, right? Hey, McFlyman, hope you're doing good. Welcome to the chat. It's weird without music. Should we put some music on in the background?
Go for it, man.
Quietly.
I don't hear. I'm not gonna hear it, but
yeah. And normally in the VOD, it's gone as well because I'm using soundtrack.
Okay. Also, let me be clear. I'm still going to do that app myself. Also, Rob is going to make
He's gonna make an app himself. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Just gonna mute my phone so it doesn't go. I just ordered in recent news. I didn't. But my girlfriend is gonna start up a web shop. So if you're looking for any she's gonna do gemstones and tarot cards and but also self-made stuff like silk screen stuff. I cannot say it. Silk screen stuff, so original art and stuff. She's gonna start that. It's called Studio Annalena. I will link it probably in my Instagram. Cool. Overly link it. Why did I say that? She needed a webcam or a camera, a photo camera as well, and we ordered the Sony ZV-1 to share, because we vlog together as well. I think you've seen a couple of vlogs of ours as well. And it looked like a really good camera. So the camera will change.
You're gonna use it to stream? Cause that's a real upgrade, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it to stream.
Nice.
To stream. And well, you know what I do with Kaiser and stuff. So I'm probably also gonna get a new desk because I got that going. Just so that I can put it like you do. I think you put your camera and your lights on a tripod.
My light is on my tripod, and the camera, it's a basic Logitech one. It's on top of my screen actually.
Yeah, on top
slanted,
of your screen.
yeah.
That's easy. Yeah, for me, I can't show it because my camera is right here.
Yeah.
But I've got like a really crazy setup because I've got all these toys that are literally on here. Yeah. I've got a bunch of toys, so I need a new desk. Phone go brr. Yep, doing well. How are thou? Well, I'm doing how do you say that in Old English? I beat I don't know. I'm doing good. How are you, Senpai? I didn't ask. How are you?
How I am? Good. Tired because I basically spent the whole day talking to people through this mic in an online session. So, but yeah, it's a different talk. I'm glad to be here. That's have a relaxing evening and talk. So it's always nice. So
yeah, it's like you said last time. For me, it feels like an evening at the bar.
Yeah,
because we're talking basically about the same things we would talk about at a bar. I think we don't really know where we're going to, and we don't really know where we're gonna end up. By the way, just wondering. How is the sound for you guys? Is the music bothering or is it okay? Talking to people can be tiring. It can be tiring, I think.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I know that people are sending stuff on the Discord. If you're sending stuff on the Discord, I can't read it now because then you won't see the Senpai anymore. You will see the Discord. it's things. I had jingles lined up, but that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna close that down because I got the stinger, so that's fine. Okay, that's all technical stuff, but at least we can use everything this time. All right.
It's not a Dikke Svekke stream if nothing goes wrong.
Something is bound to go wrong. Something is bound to go wrong. That's 100% sure. So we don't know what it's gonna be yet. Discover with us what's gonna go wrong.
If you would be NASA, nobody would have any trust in the space program.
I mean, stuff would go magistrally wrong. It would go.
Hang on, Mr. President. We are launching a rocket. Something will go wrong. We don't know what will happen yet, but we will try and solve it when it happens.
Have you seen the tweet by I can't remember his name, so it's not really a very good fun fact, which I'm gonna tell because I don't know who. Somebody said like, oh yeah, look at what can happen when you're still experimenting in the experimental phase of rocket launching. It was like a rocket exploding from SpaceX, and Elon Musk answered. He was like, yeah, but it was hella fun.
Yeah. I like the It's how SpaceX they made a montage even to of their failures. It's awesome.
Yeah, I saw that. The landing failures and stuff. They do that quite often. I like Elon Musk's way of communicating as well. I feel like he's I don't know. It's like I never agreed with the term professional unprofessionalism, but it's kind of what he is, right? He's kind of professionally unprofessional. He smokes a big fat doobie on live radio. He names his child Burp. I think he's a pretty cool guy. I don't know.
He's a big troll at times.
Oh,
I don't think that's the real name of his child. I think he's
I don't
just
think so.
Name.
He's probably called Tom or something.
Yeah.
Or Axe Musk. For the old farts who get the reference that there's an Axe Musk, whatever.
That took some seconds to drop.
Oh god, I'm really sorry. Solo's lurking. Well, thank you for lurking, Solo. It's a podcast, so that's the cool thing about a podcast. You don't really have to watch us the whole time. You can basically listen to our sweet voices, because that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take you on a journey in both of our minds, and we're probably, I don't know, we're gonna end up talking about whatever. Like right now, I'm heading to stand up to show you something that I just have in my line of sight for no reason at all, because I've prepared a couple of things, but still I'm just gonna do this because it's fun. That's why. So it's a Funko Pop. I'm just gonna start off the bat. It's a Funko Pop. I don't like Funko Pops, but I do. Like it's strange.
I'm curious what it's gonna be.
All right.
Is it Elon Musk? No.
It's not Elon Musk. That would be awesome. Okay. I would love to have an Elon Musk.
Does he have a Funko? Does he have that?
No, probably not. Funko Elon Musk. Googlers that we are, we're probably both Googling this. He does.
He does.
Wait, hold on.
He does?
No, Bobby. Billions Bobby? What is that? So when I Google Funko Elon Musk, I get something called Millions, and it's Bobby. Nah, Trump has one, but it's like it's a fake one.
It's a bootleg or a
it's
fake
like
one,
a bootleg one. I would thought Funko Pop of Rob the Mod when it's confirmed. It could be this one. Well, no, you don't look like this guy. No, I was pretty amazed by this one, that I got this one. I don't know what it's worth. It's probably not worth anything. Some of these Funko Pops are pretty expensive. But I got a really good tip for people who have the store Kruidvat. I think that's limited to 2 countries. In their country, they sell overstock Funko Pops that don't sell well somewhere, or from like companies that have gone bankrupt, and they sell them for like $3.99. It's always the price, and you get some bad ones, but you also get some good ones. And I got one from June, And
Oh,
that is so cool. Is this mirrored? Oh shit, it's mirrored.
yeah, it's mirrored.
Okay, so people bear with me. This is the first thing that goes wrong. There we go. I mean,
Fade Rafa. Oh, nice.
it's a guy. It's a guy in his underwear, but it's one of the exclusives. You can't read it, but it says the Funko exclusive 2019 Fall Convention Limited Edition. So it's, I don't know if it's worth anything, but I thought it was so cool because Dune doesn't have a lot of toys. There are a couple there are a couple of vintage toys, but they're super expensive, and I'm gonna try to show one. One of them is hilarious, and I'm sure we have kind of the same humor. So I just wanted to show you this. It was a little segue just to show you this because I know you. Yeah, go ahead.
Are you supposed to keep Funkos in the box, or can you take them out?
You can take them out if you want. Okay, I think you might have the same dirty mind as I do. So you
now I'm curious.
You might find this funny. Okay, hold on. Let me get that. Yeah, it's maybe a bit too big, but look at that.
What is that? What is that?
So that's the worm.
What the fuck?
That's one of the only toys they made, and look, it's just, we
Look
all
at it,
see.
No.
Like, we all see what it is. I mean, this is an official. Okay, this little disclaimer. This is an official Funko toy. It's like, and this is made in the 80s, and it's worth, like, I don't know how much it's worth, but it's worth a lot. It's probably like $200-300 or something, easy. So this was an official toy. This was IGN. This is very sought after. And it's just a worm. It's just a big worm, and well, we also, it's posable, so you can make it the shape you want. I'll just I'm gonna leave you with that with that image in your mind. And we all saw what it was. We all saw what it could be used for. I mean, how did nobody say that? Imagine you're at that board. You're at that meeting. Okay, guys, we just acquired the Dune rights. So we're gonna make some toys, guys. It's gonna be. So what do you think? Should we make an action figure of the Baron? Oh yeah, sure. Good idea. Oh yeah. Okay. Should we? What else should we make? Should we make maybe some monsters? Yeah. Let's make some monsters. Should we make a big worm? And it's just gonna be a big plastic worm? Yeah, good idea. And then you come with your prototype. And it's a big worm. That looks like a... Let's face it. It looks like a penis. I think I can say penis.
And there was... Yeah. Absolutely. Imagine bringing that to show and tell to kindergarten with a teacher, and you whip out your worm, and teacher. I would imagine the teacher be pretty shocked. What is that?
Excuse me, parents. I had to convoke you because your child just brought a toy. What toy do you mean? Well, it's kind of hard to say, but he brought a pretty impressive toy to school. But what do you mean? You got to be clear. All right, madam, he brought a big ass.
I don't know if that.
I beeped it.
Okay. Oh man,
You whip out your worm.
No.
Senpai, no. I think they were high. So, if you haven't watched the Toys That Made Us, Rob, most of the 80s toys, those guys were high as kites. They were like, if you watch the Masters of the Universe dudes, that guy was like, he's really telling it like this. Is like, oh yeah, and then we saw it, and then we're like, okay, we gotta make cartoons, and then I found it, He-Man, bong. He's really talking like that. He's really I'm literally quoting the guy. I'm not adding anything. This is literally that guy. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. Anyway, Senpai.
Yes.
I already had you as a guest twice on the show, but I never had you as a guest on your own. So now is the time to self-plug yourself to the complete maximum and tell us, what do, what is planned, what kind of craziness are you going to release upon us, what have you released upon us in the past that you think people should see. Just talk, man. Just tell us everything. Thank you for the shout out, Rob. Thank you for doing that. This is your time, man. Let us know, because it's not easy to explain for me what you do.
Yeah, it's true. Well, my name is Jeff. No, I.
That got me.
I'm Senpai. I go by many monikers. I was Reckless Native in a past life. Long story short, I'm a communications coach. I have been for about 10 years. I basically train people in how to be better communicators professionally. So you could say I'm a professional speaker as well. I give presentations, keynotes at a fun little ISP here in Belgium. Not going to say which one. Not going to dox myself. It's the one with the smiley. And so I do that as a profession. I train a lot of leaders. I'm building up to why I'm going with the Senpai. So I've done that for 10 years, and I have a big frustration in life. That is, I was a consultant for 2 years, working with the L&D managers and being a consultant in companies, so helping CEOs and HR managers building relevant learning tracks. And my big he plays Dark Souls and sings jingles when he dies. I think that's about what I do. So there you go. Good night, everybody.
Welcome to my thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
TED Talk, yeah. My big frustration, and that's really a big one. That's why I started the Senpai. Every time that I mention gaming to somebody from the sector, they look at me like, the face. You still do that? Do people still do you game? When I ask people, do you guys know? Because I'm really passionate about the learning process in gaming. I can talk for about 8 hours about that. It's so well thought out. People say, yeah, but isn't that for you mean when I ask, do you game? No. So I was tired of the condescending tone. People, not everybody, of course, but a lot of people have. I think gamers are.
The stigma.
It's a stigma. It's a stigma that surrounds it, and that frustrates me, because I see gaming as one of the, and I think everybody of us do. We see gaming as a big sector with a lot of future. But to me, when you talk to professionals, they will say, it's just playing games. It's kids playing games, and I don't. The condescending tone a bit. I do that. So I was frustrated about that, and I thought, okay. What can I do from my expertise, if I can claim the expertise, to combine a bit what I do with what I want to bring out to the world? And then I thought, okay, let me just make people online better communicators. Let me bring my area of expertise to their world and start a YouTube channel on that. And I'm not even looking at my view count. It's the first time I've done that in 10 years. I am not looking at my views. I like the fact that people are subscribed. I appreciate every view, but I don't have a real goal set on views. What I want to do with the Senpai is I've made about 7 videos already. It's about giving feedback. Quick. It's about building a team. It's about how to deal with frustration. And the goal is to make short, relevant clips. The fact you can use it, that was the original line. So you can be a better professional while using games to practice your skills. So that my end game is to build a bit of a platform where gamers can improve themselves. The senpai.be, yes, because I'm revamping the website to find every video you need. And basically, improve people, and that's been. I've always wanted to teach people. When I was younger, I teach people as a career now. I chose the lucrative side and not going to these teachers, but corporate teachers. We have, we're called trainers. Basically, we're teachers. Yeah. We get the big budgets and we have to get the results as well, but we can innovate. So the Senpai is also a shameless plug it's a proof of concept actually for a project I'm doing at work, because I want to learn from the Senpai and apply that professionally. and maybe one day make a business out of it myself if my company, the company I work for, doesn't want to take it, because I'm really passionate about digital learning as well. So the Senpai is it's to entertain people, because I stream as well, but it's mostly and then I'll go to a deeper meaning in a bit. So to entertain people, to learn people how to do something. And now I'm going to dive deep into the rabbit hole. I've also thought a lot about what do people want out of life, and it's my way of being a bit immortal, making myself a bit immortal, leaving good stuff behind that is meaningful to others, and so people can. My neighbors are drilling holes, so people can grow from it.
We can't hear your neighbors drilling holes.
So yeah, it's the Senpai. It envisions a big project, but I just want to teach people. I want to bring knowledge in the world and make people better people, and that's basically what I want to do. It's my mark I want to leave on the world. So it's not my final project, but I want to leave a mark.
It's
on the
pure
world.
altruism, is what you're saying. It is in a form. You're probably not. You can't say it yourself. Well, you can, but
I can, because I'm not chasing profits here, because
exactly.
I've told my boss this a lot of times, and I'm really grateful for this, but I can't believe that I'm paid to do the job I do. I just talk to people for 8 hours today. I entertain them. I'm basically a professional streamer for a company, but I teach people, so that's crazy. I get to do that, and that gives me so much creative freedom that I don't have to chase crowds. I can be authentic, and I can do like you with the morning show. You don't give a crap. I know what I can say on the chat. You just do things, and it has to feel right. And it's the same with the Senpai. I can do it because I have this freedom. I don't want to chase profits, and it can be a bit altruistic. And I believe firmly in the concept of altruism. I think it works. You don't have to be selfless all the time, but hi, Grifter.
Good evening, Grifter. Welcome to the chat, my man. It's cool that you've seen the chat at the same time as I do, because that means that there's no delay on the chat.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I think that rounded it off a little bit. I think you kind of touched base on kind of what you do. I think to really understand what you do in your videos, they should go check it out. I've put some links in the chat if they wanted to go check it out. If you haven't seen the link, it's the senpai.be. Basically, just copy and paste this guy's name and put it in Google and literally type the senpai.be and you'll get there. Anyway, I have a follow-up question on that. What is your view on gamification? Is that a thing that you find interesting, or do you find that I honestly I thought that gamification was kind of a hype. All companies all of a sudden want to gamify everything in their corporate top-down structures, big top-down structures. Where like, okay, we gotta motivate our little guys at the bottom, and we're gonna gamify everything. And I'm like, it's not the way it works, right? What are your views on that?
I'm going to answer this question as a learning professional. You have to use the platforms people use if you want to learn something. The big mistake a lot of corporations make, and now I'm actually giving a TED talk almost, but thank you for coming. €5 attendance, please. I think
altruism.
No, altruism. Give me money.
Money.
I would say it doesn't work because they try to get elements from gaming and make it into some gamification. Is a lot like, hey, you get points for doing a course, you get 3 stars if you completed a course.
Yes.
But if you look at real gamification, it's using. I'll give you an example. I did a bit of research on digital learning for a session I gave, a keynote session 2 years ago, and I did a lot of research on Super Meat Boy, because they have this really good documentary. Seriously, if you haven't watched the documentary about, it's called Indie, I think. I'll post it somewhere. I'll tell you later. But they go through the lives of all these indie devs, and the creator of Super Meat Boy basically explains how they do it. And what they do is they use experiential learning. So they teach you from a game developer's point of view how they teach people to do something. So they make sure you have obstacles when you don't use B and jump, so sprint and jump, you can't get over it. So you'll have to learn that mechanic to do it. And that to me is a true essence. If you want to gamify learning, you take those principles we as gamers are used to as gameplay loops or tutorials, and we have to learn how to do something to be able to do it. And to me, that's real gamification. That's using concepts from gaming to teach people in real life, and not putting gaming elements on it, because people are not intrinsically motivated. If I have to be a service agent, because you know the sector as well, and I have to learn a certain skill, if I don't have to use that skill, or if it doesn't have anything in it for me, then throw the knowledge away because you've wasted your investment. So
that's right. There's no
I'm not a big fan of gamification.
That's right. I think I'm not a big fan of gamification in the sense that it is now, but in the sense that you explain it, I think that it would be a better way to implement that in actual companies, in actual working lives of people, because gamification is one of those things that looks good on paper, things that you think about and that you're like, oh, what if we make bring the good like the elements of a game into work, and reward people with points. I mean, if you do it that way, if you literally do it that way, reward people with points, it's gonna be like, remember when we went to school, like when we were 6-7 year olds, and you would get like a sticker when you did something good. That's the way it feels. But you're an adult, it's a different, and like you say, if you don't need to learn certain skills because you don't understand why you need to learn those skills and what the end game of learning that skill is, you will not learn it simply because you will get rewarded for it. I don't believe in the system of, and that's going really deep, I don't believe in the system of instant rewarding. So I mean, there are people who are very happy with instant gratification and getting an instant reward for something they do, but that is not really enabling somebody to learn something correctly. That is enabling somebody to do a certain task over and over and over again, and then they will get that instant gratification of somebody saying, hey, you did well, or getting a free coffee, or whatever, I don't know, something. It's a bit of a Pavlov's dog concept. But if you work on the end game, and if you work on a but I don't have to explain this to you. This is basically your job. I'm explaining your job to you. So that's pretty stupid. But we understand each other. But I wanted to explain it for chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's happening here? That is good sleep, doing good. I see mud. Okay, Red Grifter is just going on a bananas. He's just amusing himself. There are actually 2 ways of teaching reinforcement learning models. Oh wait, I think we missed something.
What Rob is saying, 2 ways of teaching reinforcement learning models. Reinforcement learning is teaching AIs using rewards, instant rewards and long-term rewards. Both work best for different scenarios. Yes. Absolutely, Rob. In my point of view, from adult learning, it can only work. This is turning into one of those didactical streams. Svekke, I'm sorry. If you want learning to work, people have to know what is in it for them. And that's a tricky thing. You can give me all the points you want. If I'm not convinced that what I'm learning is useful for me, then you're a lost case. And that's why, for example, learner marketing is becoming so important. How are you going to market your track to the people? So learning is, it's the same. The US has double the budgets we have. I have 33 points. How many do you want? He says.
I think a lot of you have a lot of channel points. I think I might have to add some things. Maybe I've heard that you can do like what's it called? Like sub sounds, like not sub sounds, but like sounds with channel points. I might add that. Yeah. But anyway, we were talking about learning.
Yeah. Go ahead. It's the US is a lot further than us. They have a lot bigger budgets. Belgium is where we live. Where I work,
bigger, better. The budgets are bigger. They're better. They're more beautiful. The learning is better. We're smarter in every sense of the word.
And now I'm wondering what learning would be like in Ireland. Svekke.
Ireland. In Airy we don't teach. We
In
just
Ireland?
learn. We just learn from the field, from the field. Go down by the Bay of Cork. Just watch a fisherman. Just watch him how he fishes, then steal his fish. That's how we do.
Let me just put something in the chat. If you're going to talk like that,
Thank
let
you.
me put a
That's
disclaimer.
pretty. Yeah.
There you go.
I think I might have touched some Irish people's hearts here. We love
I
love
vouch for
Ireland.
them. I vouch. My wife is Irish, so you can see I'm giving an unofficial. This ain't Irish. Shame. He says.
Oh, it is.
This ain't Irish.
This ain't Irish. You just gotta pronounce the T really hard. This ain't Irish.
Potato.
How is it not Irish, Grifter? How is it not Irish, man? Are you on a podcast? I don't think you are. Like being mad because somebody says it doesn't sound good. Like just going bananas, just going bonkers. What do you mean? God.
What do you mean, lad? What do you mean?
What do you mean, lad? Oh, I can do a mean Scottish man also. No, that's not Scottish. That's not Scottish. That's
some
still,
Irish.
That's still Irish. Still Irish. I'm still Irish.
It's Irish. I can only do the
Irish.
leprechaun. We've established that. I only do the leprechaun.
What are you doing, lad? I don't know.
Are you...
How do Scottish do they talk like this? I don't know. It's Loch
I came from
Ness.
Scotland.
Scotland.
I came from Scotland.
Scotland.
I think, and now I have to think about groundskeeper Willie. If you try
Groundskeeper Willie. Yeah, it's something like
Groundskeeper
that. I don't know. I sound German. I'm just German.
groundskeeper Willie.
Groundskeeper Willie, yes. I'm Groundskeeper Arnulf.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hey, I've got. You know what? I'm just gonna do it like this because I prepared. I didn't really mega prepared this because I thought we were. We're just gonna, we're just gonna go whatever direction. I've got a couple of things you can choose from. I've got 6 topics you can choose from, and no, actually I got 5 because one of them is something we need to do at the end. I've got Milenniboomers, I got Talents from the Deep, I got Down the Rabbit Hole. That is something where you can talk about your passions, about something that makes you absolutely go down the rabbit hole every single time you get into it. I got a couple of things on that completely trigger me, and I will go down the rabbit hole crazily. Yeah. I've got Today I Learned, and I got The World Today, which is a new segment. Which one would you want to do right now?
Damn.
Which one triggers you? Which one kind of it gives you a little tingle in your belly? No, none of them.
I'll take the worm-shaped things. Is that a category as well? Svekke discusses things shaped like worms.
The things shaped like worms. I mean that's down the rabbit hole basically. That's basically what we do. But what you can choose. I can do. I've got some news. So we can go. If you don't want to choose, we can always go to the world today.
We can start. Maybe we can start with the Millenniaboomer. We have to say that word a lot. A Millenniaboomer. You heard it here first. Millenniaboomer.
You heard it here first. The Senpai coined the term on the 8th of the 3rd of 2021. The Senpai coined the term Millenniaboomer. You heard it here first, folks. My CEO is Irish, and at this point, I can't make the difference between Scottish and Irish. They sound similar to my peanut brain. They do sound similar, but I feel like in Irish they don't have the R, the Scottish R.
Yeah.
The World Today was not the new thing, or did you not see? He's very cryptic, Grifter, right?
I am confused.
I'm confused. I'm very cryptic. What the Milenniboomers? Okay, I'm just gonna bang on the button and people are gonna see something, and then we're gonna come back. It's very short. Enjoy it very much. There we go. We're back. I mean, how quick was that? So it's us, the Milenniboomers. So the Milenniboomers is the Millenniaboomer is a term coined by the Senpai.be, which you can see here.
Trademark.
Trademark pending. And it's how I see it is.
You explained it spot on yesterday.
I forgot. I don't. You know that I don't know
With
what I say.
the Reservoir Dogs guy with the skateboard.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel sometimes. You all know that meme, and I'm actually being a Millennieboomer by doing this, by just explaining it. Anyway, y'all know that meme with. You know what? I'm gonna look it up because I can show it now. I can actually show it. I don't need to explain it. But I sometimes feel like this. So meme.
I knew you were going to say out loud what you're going to type. That's old man.
I'm old man. You know I am. You know I am.
HTTP double.
Wait, hold on. How do I do this? Copy image? Oh my god. No, that doesn't work. I'm panicking. No, I'm not panicking. I'm just gonna save it to my desktop. I'm gonna save a picture to my desktop. Now let me find that picture. Now let me put that picture in here.
Son, where did you put the picture on the desktop?
Hold on.
Where's the desktop?
The picture doesn't work. Let me find the picture. Hold on. Can you guys see me?
Son, where's the Annie key? It tells me to put the Annie key.
It does. I'm just spitting at this point. Just spitting on my computer. So this is how I feel. This is really how I feel sometimes. How do you do, fellow kids? It's really how I feel. So everybody knows the thing with the OK Boomer. I feel like we're not boomers.
No.
But we're very in between there. Like we're millennials is what we are, and I think now there's Generation Y, I believe is what it's called now. The generation before us was Gen X.
We are Y, and Z is behind it, and Alpha is the newest one.
Alpha is the newest one. Okay, cool.
Yep.
And I feel like I can understand Generation Alpha and Generation whatever is behind us. And I can understand Generation X very well. I understand the way that their culture worked. I can absolutely appropriate it to me as well. And I feel like the millennials had such a broad identity that they can transgress. We're the chameleons, the karma chameleons of the internet culture. We can pretty much phase shift to every generation, and I feel like we understand the memes. We don't live online like the younger people do. We live with online, but we don't live online like they do, right? That's a
good example. It's a very Millennieboomer thing to say. I was walking in the park, and that's when I realized it. I saw youngsters running around. Rob, that's a good question. I saw youngsters running around in the park playing hide and seek with their phones in their hands. So they live online. Even when playing hide and seek, they live on. Let's make a TikTok movie out of that. So they live online, and we grew up offline, and we got into it. They're the digital natives.
They are. We are not digital natives because wow, that was a mega bug. 3 times I said we
adopted the tech.
We adopted the tech. That's right. And almost all millennials were early adopters of a lot of stuff, like social media, for example.
Yeah.
I think we witnessed the birth of social media. We witnessed the birth of computers. We witnessed the birth of internet. We witnessed the birth of gaming, online gaming. We witnessed a lot of things, and that's the reason that we can adapt very quickly. Now this generation is quite, they're born into it. Rob's question is a good question. Generation X is all the people that were born between the 70s and the 80s. Normally, I think we are actually Generation X because we're 80. We're still in the 80s.
Late 80s to nillies. That's why.
That's definitely us. So that's the millennials. I think Generation X is mostly like our parents from like the 60s up until like the early 80s.
They're boomers.
Nah, baby boomers are like
50s.
50s. My parents are
Yeah, but-
younger.
My parents are older.
Oh,
I have
okay.
boomer parents.
Oh, okay.
They,
My dad is 65, so he's just.
my dad
he's
is
just,
70.
Ah, okay. Well, no, he's not 65. He's from 65. So he's.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
dad's
yeah.
from 45. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've got young parents. Well, my mother was from 64, so she would have been 56. She would have been 56 right now. My dad
Oh,
is
hang on.
55.
Yeah. I think my mom's from 54 as well. Our moms are the same age. 54, year of the expo in Brussels.
My mom is from 64. 64.
64.
Yeah.
Ah, my mom's from 54. Okay. Oh, you have young parents.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There would have like my dad is now 55. My mom would have been 56. Would have turned 56 last month. So that's pretty young because I'm 30. So
Damn, yeah.
you see what I mean? Like it's not a big generation gap. I haven't played hide and seek with my phone. I didn't have a phone back then, and to be honest, I want those times back. Yeah, well, you know, we used the phone to go online. Oh wow, that sound! The sound of the 54K modem.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that sound was the best one. Because you just knew. Okay, why? Okay, that's that. I don't know if you have that as well. It's a bit of a Pavlovian thing, but just a sound makes me so happy. Because you knew that seconds later you would be going online. Because that's the last sound you hear before going online. And online, I don't know if you have that same feeling. I'm very nostalgic. I live in nostalgia and I bathe in nostalgia, and I know that it's transformed and it's romanticized in my head. But I kind of feel that I lived it that way back then. Going online was magic back then. I have such fond memories of going online. Just going. I don't know if you ever did it. If somebody in the chat did that, there was a site from The Simpsons, thesimpsons.com. It was their official website. Now websites are not like that anymore. It was made entirely in Flash, and it was the whole website was a game. It was all interactive. You could click on stuff. You could go inside the house of The Simpsons. You could check things out. You can play mini games. You could literally ask, instead of playing a game, you could ask your mom, "Hey, can I go on the website of The Simpsons?"
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody asking, "Hey, can I go on that website?" One of your kids asking, "Hey, can I go on a particular website?" It would be weird, right? You would be like, "Yeah, of course."
Yeah, they use apps.
Yeah, they use apps. Yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Websites had a different. Now the web is. Yeah, we use the web for different things. We use platforms mostly, and the site as such. To youngsters, I don't think they frequent a lot of sites. They use a lot of platforms, but less sites. I
think so as well. I think
like
so
we
as
went to Spelen.nl to play games, or one of the I don't know. You had a lot of those sites with games on it. Miniclip. You had a Newgrounds.
Newgrounds was the big one, right? Newgrounds was really the big one. Guys, I'm just putting the Senpai a little bit less loud because in my ear there's a little bit of clipping. I hope
I want to be louder.
Yeah, I hope it's okay for you guys. I think it's good. All right. Can you say something, Senpai? Because I had a little bit of clipping.
Hello. I'm talking now in the mic. I have no clipping on my sound card.
I think it's good. Volumes are okay. Awesome. Wait. Fun fact: all those sounds mean something, and once I had to learn what each sound means. Oh wait, my mom and dad are both from '69. Oh, the sounds of the 56K modem, Rob? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Do all those sounds mean something? All of them?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, just the parts. Like
dial-up,
tidun
only the
is
dial-up,
one
yeah.
thing. Okay, yeah, it's not the dun.
I think even the
Yeah, that's definitely
length
something.
and-
It's probably like you're, I don't know, racing a car or something. Custom to. Oh wow. I want to play something, but you can't hear it. I needed to use voice something for that. I forgot about that. Grifter is saying something. Oh, hold on.
Turn of the street.
Let me just. I've discovered this. Again. Hold on. Wait. Oh, wait. Ah! I gotta go to the end. There you go. Remember that? It's a bad one. It's a bad one. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me get a better one.
Is that a mobile phone?
Yes. So it's, but you gotta guess first of all which song it is, because I got a better one. Hold on. There you go. I got a really good one. I found the YouTuber. It's actually my hidden gem, but whatever. I'm gonna spoil it now. My hidden gem is this. I'll show it at the end. But this is, you gotta. What phone is this? And what song?
Okay, I'm listening.
Hold on.
It's a Nokia 3210, and it's the Coffin Dance song.
It is. Congratulations. I'm gonna clap in the. Is there a clap? Can you guys clap for the senpai? You got it right straight away. Tony Iji's Astronomy is the name of the song. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the Coffin song. I'm just gonna play the Coffin song in chat. There you go. So that was the one. Yeah, I thought that was amazing. So I'll show him at the end. It's funny that we came across it in the chat, but I was thinking of the Millennieboomer, and I was kind of looking for what could we talk about. What is an old thing that us Millennieboomers always talk about, like, oh yeah, remember that, remember this. And one of the things I remembered was mobile phones. The way they were not smart, or how boomer I sound saying that, and how much fun we still had with them. I mean, it was so fun to have your own custom ringtone. And it's a Nokia 3310, this one, where you could actually, you could actually compose your own things. And I had this one, and then afterwards, I had the one with the color screen, who had polyphonic ringtones. I don't know if you remember that, and you could compose those yourself as well. It was so cool. Like, I have such fond memories of that. There's no clap command, but it's fine. You tried. Larry Leisure, Sweet Leisure. Oh man, that game. Have you ever played Larry Leisure?
I skipped on it entirely.
Really? Or Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah. Like Magna Cum Laude, the
sexy games, we called them. They were adult themed. But I think on Newgrounds you could play like small versions of them, if I can remember correctly. Wait, hold on. Let me see, because we missed a lot of chat. Custom tune for boomers, the phone thing. Yes, I did. Also, back then you were playing online, the phone rang. Mom, don't pick up the phone. I never played online. Well, I played on games on the internet, but I never played with friends on 56K. Ever. We already had...
I stepped in at broadband. I only had 56K at a friend's house.
Yeah, I had 56K for a long while, because we were very early adopters. I don't know when 56 came to Belgium, but it was early, and I remember having it. Oh,
Wasn't
man.
it like 96, 97? Internet started 95.
Something like that. I think I was 6 years old or something.
Yeah.
So I had it. We had it early. We also had mobile phones very early. My dad had like the big one.
Yeah,
my dad was a very early adopter for a lot of stuff. He kind of, whatever, like music wise as well. He would have like the first MP3 reading stereo, super high end something. He was a very early adopter. So I learned a lot of things from that.
Do you remember the Discmans, where you had the anti-shock feature?
Oh yeah, of course.
And it drained the battery. Oh god.
It was the dream though. It was a dream though. Like it was the best thing ever when we got it. And do you remember? Because we were at school, at the same school around that time, when there was those little small in the street. Okay, without doxing ourselves, we went to a school that was in the middle of a city, which was really cool, right? It was on the what's it called?
The main street, the
main
boulevard.
street.
With all
Yeah. The shopping street of the city we went to school in, and it was pretty cool because you had that shop. I don't remember what the name was. Like
I know the name. Photo hall.
Yeah, there. It was like 3 or 4, houses further than our school, and you had like MP3 players and stuff, and you had all those. And I went there to buy my first MP3 player, which was one of those MP Mans, like the small ones. Oh my god, that was the dream, man.
That was next level. Downloading games, sounds, MP3s, and making your entire list.
It was
only to take them to school to listen with your friends. It was crazy.
It was the best thing, and I remember that a lot of people had one of those, but they didn't have the screen where it displayed the name of the song, and mine had, and it was backlit. It was a simple LCD screen, and it was just like, oh yeah, look, I'm listening to Cradle of Filth right now, listening to whatever song, I don't know, some screaming song.
Yes.
It was insane. It was insane. So Rob is saying the sh sound is just static. I missed a lot of chat, sorry. But each tune means something. The modems are communicating with about protocols.
Yeah.
And such about before establishing connection. Okay. Leisure Suit Larry probably. I remember when storage on phones wasn't a thing, so in order to have a track on your phone, you had to play it on the radio or on a computer and record it using the phone. I did that as well.
I did that as well. Crazy. Yeah.
I forgot about that. I honestly forgot about that. But indeed, the first phones that did that had like a little recorder function where you could use that recording as a ringtone. And you would just like do that for 30 seconds, just like, oh shit, it's too loud. Okay, a little bit less loud.
Old phones are flashing back before my eyes right now. That's crazy, man.
It was so cool. And I had one of the first like iPod type MP3 players as well, but I can't remember what it was. I know a lot of people had the Zune. I don't know if you remember. It was a thing. It was really a thing in Europe. Not a lot of people had the iPod. A lot of people had the Zune, and I had something called the Stone or something. Stone or the Pebble. I can't remember. It was something like with rocks or something. And it was like a huge thing. But it held. I had that thing for a long time. What was it called? It was good. It was really good.
Yeah, but if you look at the concept, the iPod, the regular iPod with the screen and the circular thing, it went on for quite a long time. It's not that long since it's been out of stores.
I still have one. I still have an old one. Literally a super old one.
Awesome thing, man. That was great. That one.
The classic is still insane. To this day, is still one of the best. The best devices ever made. I mean, it was good. It was really good. I got it. I found it. The Creative Zen Touch. I don't know why I thought it was. I don't know why.
I remember that one. The Zen Touch.
Yeah.
Creative had a lot of stuff coming out
they
back
had
then.
a lot of stuff. Do they still exist, Creative? I don't think they do.
They used to make sound cards. Yeah, they exist, but they are incorporated. Their tech is incorporated in some. They don't make hardware, I think, anymore. Or I might be wrong.
This is Millennieboomer feels. I just Googled it. And I'm on the side of Creative, and it says, so I found the Zen Touch, and it says end of service life. The product you have selected has been classified as end of service life. It's like, it hits you straight in the feelings. I mean, it's like, shit, man.
Yeah, oh, man.
2004, they had an award, but when did it come out? This is old. Oh, the Zen Stone. No, I found it. Zen Stone was the first one I had. See, it was something with Pebble. So the Zen Stone was like the really small one, and it had no screen whatsoever. Came out in 2007, and then I had the Zen Touch. I remember that, and that was the one.
Tiny, man.
Yeah, the Zen Stone was really, and the Zen Touch was really big, and it came out in 2004, and it had 40 gigabytes of music, which is insane. Which is to this day still enough. 40 gigs of music is still enough. I remember something only older people will know. When you had soda cans, the way they opened, you had to peel it off, yeah. And then you use the 2 pieces of metal and use one part to shoot the circle part away. Yeah, I remember those. I think we still had. Do you remember those cans that opened? You could. There was a little lip thing that you had to peel off instead of like. You had to peel it off that way, and you held the no. Let me look it up. Old soda cans. Yeah, I remember those. End of the 80s, they still had those, I believe. Yeah, I found it. Well, just Google it. It's not that.
Old soda can.
It's hard to.
Oh no, man. That's old. That is old folks cans.
Old folks. But I remember those. I remember. Maybe I just drank a really old bad can of Coke.
Damn.
Because I remember those.
Those cans looked cool, man. They looked like a can of beans.
Right? Yeah, it looks cooler. I also remember starting to have phones with SD card slots. And all my friends had like 256 MB cards, maybe 512, and I was a badass because I had 1 gig card. So my father used to bring them home from Germany. Germany, I don't know if that was a thing in your household, but Germany always had the best things. You like when it was about technology or like music, especially you're a musician, so you guys grew up with music. I know you and your brother. How long have you been playing music? Guitar?
Yes. 7 guitar since I was 14, so about 60. Oh my god, this is depressing. 16, 17 years on and off, of course. Yeah.
All right, dude. Grifter, thank you for being here, and see you later, my dude. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks, dude. We will keep up. I think we will keep up for a couple of hours. Thank you, my dude. See you later. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, you grew up with music and you grew up with instruments and stuff. Wasn't everything that was music related? Oh, you gotta get that in Germany. That's cheaper. It's cheaper in Germany.
We bought all our stuff in music store in Germany.
Yeah.
Before there was a Key Music. It's not that long since I started ordering stuff at Key Music because there's one in my street here. But before that, everything's music store. Everything was music store.
Everything.
Including. We even took day trips to music store.
You went there? You went to music store? How crazy is it, honestly?
It's crazy.
On a scale of 1 to Steve Vai signed guitar, how crazy is it?
If you're a guitarist, I don't know if I can say this, you do a certain thing in your pants because there's so many awesome guitars.
You can't say that.
The first feeling I had when I went to Peens in Ghent, they did an awesome thing. When you enter the store, you have this boring old storefront, but then you enter through these doors that open. I don't know if you've been to Peens.
I think I did, but I don't know if they still exist.
Ah, man, it opened, and then you came into the store with all the amps you could imagine and all the guitars you could. That was guitarist's heaven. And even the vibe that was there. I had the same with the Key in Sinterklaas. I'm a big sucker for good... my camera's out of focus. With good music stores. Oh, man, a good music store can steal my heart away. It's crazy.
Mine too. I think Peens is out of.
Yeah. I think they were out of business.
Out of business a while ago. But yeah, me too. I sometimes still have that with a good Key Music when everything is well arranged with like some fancy guitars. The one in Ghent is pretty good. It's small, but I feel like it's good. But in Brussels, there was a huge guitar shop, and I'm very sorry.
Guitar Center? Didn't Guitar Center open a store in Brussels?
Oh, that's recent, but I mean like really long ago. Now it's solely a piano store. It's when you come out of Brussels Central. On your left, there's like a big music store, and now it's a piano store. But they had a huge basement with only electric guitars and only amps. And I'm not lying. There was at least 60 or 70 amps just hooked up and ready to go. And I mean that's for a guitarist, especially for one that plays well like you. That is heaven. You just arrive there, they hand you a guitar, and you're like, now I want to test this one. Now I want to test this one.
It's crazy.
And they're all ready to go. There's nothing that needs to, it's just, there you go. Just wait 3 minutes for the lamps to warm up, and then you're good to go. And even for a bad guitar player like me, it bullied me into buying a Vox VT40, which was way too good for what I play, because I'm not a good guitar player, and still I bought it because I was like, okay, well, you know, I gotta buy it. And in those days, a Vox VT40 was you know, it was a good amp.
Solid. Absolutely.
So that's my Millennieboomer moment here. I'm reminiscing of old times. Do you have a Millennieboomer moment you wanna share? I know there's a little bit of chat we missed. Maybe I'll catch up with the chat right now. Hold on. We keep
joking about him. Yeah, Uncle Igor. He says
to the big city bring his toys, but my father worked in Germany and he did bring me toys. What's your father's name? If your father's name is Igor, that would be mind blowing. That would be just like boom, or even
waiting until the stream reveal that you tell Rob that you're his long lost father from Germany or something.
The instead of gender reveal, it's uncle reveal.
In fluent Romanian, we'll do the stream in fluent Romanian. I don't know how you imagine that.
Imagine that, just switching to Romanian.
Yeah.
My father isn't named Igor. Damn. Would have been cool. But
is he named a Romanian variant of Igor?
Oh, no, he's not named Igor. That would be too crazy. His name is Ivor. Imagine that. Just like... Oh, it's just Ivor. Just super casual. Oh, no, Igor. That would be crazy. It's Ivor. What do you mean? He asked, by the way, we didn't completely go into it, but Rob asked what generations that there were. So we're the millennials, Senpai and I. I got it in front of me right now. Millennials are born from 81 to 96, and then it's really funny. It's Zoomers are born from 97 to 2012. That's Generation Z, and now it's Generation Alpha, born from 2010 to 2020. I don't really know how they choose the X, Y, Z, Alpha. The baby boomers are logical. They're post-war.
Turn, by the way, boomers is the only officially recognized name.
Oh, really?
And the other ones are they're named by somebody comes up with them. It's named, somebody mentions it in a research and they pick up the name. But only official term is boomer. That's chosen officially. I read about it this last week actually.
Today
Boomers only.
Learned. But it's because it scientifically makes sense, because there was actually a baby boom. There was a huge baby boom after the war, because, you know, people had nothing else to do during the war, I suppose. And also everything at the last years of the war was going really great. Everybody had a lot of money. There was a lot of work because everything needed to be rebuilt. Money had almost no value during the war, and it just skyrocketed. So everybody was making babies. So there was a baby boom, basically. So that generation makes sense. I think before the silent generation, the lucky few, it makes sense as well, because it is a silent generation. It was basically war times. 28 to 45 is the people were coming back from the First World War, which was, you know, especially for Europe, completely disastrous. And then you fall in that Second World War, and I mean, there was always that lingering feeling of that war. It's only 20 years after that Second World War hits, so that's not even a generation. And the greatest generation, I mean,
that's long back though.
That's long back, and the lost generation as well. That's all long back. But I what I find interesting on this thing is that you have in 1910 they say World War I, then it's the Great Depression, then it's World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Cold War, and then it says Web 1.0, and that is when we were born. Web 1.0. And then from the 2010 to 2030 they say War on Terror and Web 2.0. And that's exactly what we were talking about, because that is I feel that there's the web has been reborn into something. It transcended completely into something we never planned out to be.
No, and we had the luck of being in the two phases of the web, especially Web 2.0. The web changes so much; it's become an uncontrollable beast. Even because now you have the U.S. Senate thinking about splitting up Facebook, because it has so much power, and all the power dynamics have changed. And we were on the web when it was still free, when it was a bit of a pirate's haven. I'm not going to promote piracy here, but everything could happen on the web because it was anonymous. But now it's regulated. People are looking, official governments are looking into the web. What are we going to do? So there's been a lot of people are aware of the impact the web can have, and that is showing itself, like the GME, the GameStop stock.
The GameStonks.
Boosted. That's crazy, and we're only discovering the power of conscious movements through online identities and platforms, and it's crazy the type of power, the amount of power the web has. And it will even be more the more people that get connected, and the faster internet connections get, because Starlink is another step into that direction. Everybody online, the more globalized everything gets, and the smaller the world gets, and that's crazy. We weren't. That's something new to us, but that wasn't something 20 years ago even.
True. And talking about GameStop and about money and finances, I really want to quote. I've got a. I love the band NoFX. I just, people know that. I don't really talk a lot about music on my stream, my musical preference. But NoFX is one of my favorite bands in the world. And I've got that on and off relationship with their mega long song, The Decline. And now I'm obsessed again with it. It's gonna last for a month. I ordered it on vinyl, even though I already have it. I ordered another version of it because I just needed it. And I've got this obsession with that song because if you listen to everything, it's just one of the masterpieces in punk rock history, I feel. And I know a lot of people who like music will say it's shit and it's absolute bugger. But listen to the lyrics, and there's one lyric that really marks me money-wise, and also it kind of already says what you said about GameStop. I'll just read it. So blah blah blah. I wish I had a shilling for every senseless skilling. I'd buy a government. America's for sale, and you can get a good deal on it and make a healthy profit, or maybe tear it apart. You start with the assumption that 1 million people are smarter than one, and that just it's exactly what happened with GameStop. It's exactly what happened with GameStop. Just 1 million people are smarter than one president, smarter than one CEO, smarter than one guy running a hedge fund, smarter.
Absolutely.
You just got to start with that assumption, and then you can tear the whole system apart, and the whole corruption and the whole everything apart. And I'm not saying that you should overthrow the government or whatever. I'm not saying that, but
what are you inciting here, Svekke?
I don't know. Well, but I do
welcome to the revolution with Svekke.
Welcome to the revolution. Get your torches out. This is this disclaimer. This is not real.
Yeah, but
I do feel that internet can make the change. In a lot of things. It
has and it can, but it's people have to be intelligent about it. And I think in only 20 years because if you have certain sites here in Belgium that people frequent, hang on, because I want to say something. It's a big source of disinformation as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like
that's dangerous.
It's one of the only smart things that Trump not said, because he said it about everything, but he did shed light on something called fake news. And before he said it wasn't very popular. People didn't know about fake news. Yeah. So it's the one positive thing that he did in all his dumbness is bring up the word fake news, so people could be more critical about what they read. Because even Wikipedia, there's a lot of mistakes on it.
It's user curated. It will always have mistakes. Absolutely.
A lot. I mean, your best source of interest will always be, if you're really doing scientific research, just papers might be
reading papers, absolutely.
Papers, or
official scientific sources, absolutely.
And not the paper. I mean paper, scientific papers, or encyclopedias, or stuff like that, stuff that has been really curated, really researched, and even there, you still got to be critical. But I think. What do you think? Did we go around the Milenniboomers thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or is there anything else that you want to say? Papers are also not 100% to be trusted. I found certain papers, who are shit in my field. 100%, Rob. But you know what that is? It's a paper is always subjective. It's never objective. So it's always the researcher's view, and it might be a wrong view, and you have to be critical about it. The problem is, Rob, a page like Wikipedia, a lot of young people watch Wikipedia as the absolute truth, which it is not. It is absolutely not. There are flagrant just lies, just utter lies on Wikipedia on a lot of subjects, just stupid things. Even biology, there's stuff on there that's just wrong, just dead wrong. It's not correct. This is why peer review exists. Yes, this is why peer review exists. That's true. But for as long as the review is not passed, that misinformation is on there and gets multiplied. You know how the internet works. I don't.
If I have to delve into this from a psychological point of view, you're dealing with the confirmation bias. Paper usually exists because a researcher wants to prove a hypothesis, and that's where the mistake happens already. If you're trying to prove something, you will always look at the evidence that's stacked in your favor. Even if you want to counter that, you will always look for, okay, what confirms my point of view? And Rob, I follow you a bit. You need people who challenge what you said and the critics. And unfortunately, the scientific community is still, or the academic community rather, it's still a weird place to be.
Yeah, definitely. I was just looking up what the mistakes that were made on Wikipedia. Just stupid things. Like, for example, what does it say? On number 1, it says, apparently it was on there for like a year. Robbie Williams eats domestic pets in pubs for money. Apparently there was somebody who added it to Wikipedia, to Robbie Williams' page. It stayed there because he made a link to a fake news website where there was actually a news article on it, and on that news article there were multiple sources and a Photoshop photo. It was really thought out, but that's how you construct fake news. People look at it. Most people don't look at the source. If you go further, you look at the source. Okay, you click on the source. Okay, it's a news website. I suppose it's true. Oh, it's a bit of a dodgy news website. Where does it lead to? Oh, it leads to there. Oh, there's a little bit of CNN links down there. Oh, it's probably true. And that's how you make big mistakes. But that's a whole other subject. It's very interesting though. I think we could delve into that, but that needs a little bit of preparations because I don't want to say too many stupid things. I mean, what else do we have here? We have talents from the deep, where we could maybe talk about your music. I got a little bit of news, a couple of news things, very small news subjects. So we could do the world today if you want. That's a small news segment. I got four news.
I chose the last one, so you can choose this one.
Then we're going to the world today, people. That is our segment on the world today news. So let's go. The world today. So we're back. Yesterday it was Sailor Moon Day. I don't know if you watched Sailor Moon when you were a kid. It was
totally missed it.
Really, it was one of my favorite animes when I was a kid. I am a recent anime comeback. I came back to anime just recently because I'm a Milennieboomer. So I watched a lot of these kind of animes with like
figurine. Yeah, absolutely.
I think you know that. That was all Club Dorothée, a thing we watched. And yesterday was from the first time that they aired in 1992 was on March 7th, 1992. So that was yesterday. So yesterday it was Sailor Moon's birthday. I think that was interesting.
Nice.
And apparently it was also Twin Peaks Day, 2 days ago, or something like that, or at least. It might have been in February, and Kyle MacLachlan picked it up way later. Apparently, it's February 24th, but let me check it out. It's February 24th, but Kyle MacLachlan, the guy that plays Agent Cooper in Twin Peaks, picked it up a little bit later, and he made a really cool TikTok because he's on TikTok, and I find it's one of my favorite actors ever, and he was like. It's Twin Peaks Day, and he was really with the music. He stood before like a sort of wallpaper in his house that was like very Twin Peaksy, and he had the cup from the Double R Diner. I don't know if you watched Twin Peaks. I'm a Twin Peaks nut. I know everything about Twin Peaks. I know the details. I know stupid things.
Even the soundtrack freaks me out till this day. The bong bong.
I love it.
Bong bong. I was
so
scared of
much.
it when I was a kid. I never watched Twin Peaks.
Oh, dude.
Maybe I should watch it now. Is it good sci-fi? I feel like
It's
I
not
missed out.
sci-fi per se, so you can watch it. And I know if you're because I know that your wife is pretty critical on what you watch, right? And I think this is really an elevated thing. It's David Lynch. It's art. It's pretty much it's one of the best things ever made. I don't know if that's her genre though, but it's very. It starts out as a good comedic drama. That's how it starts out. So, girl gets assassinated in a picture perfect town in blah 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 USA, Twin Peaks, and an FBI agent comes to research that murder because he thinks there's more to it, and you kind of discover more and more and more. It got canceled after 2 seasons because of the reason David Lynch went to that kind of paranormal thing. It's scary, but not overly scary. I feel like the new seasons that were just released because there was a reboot, not a reboot per se, but like a 20 years later.
Yeah.
Those are way scarier and way artsier, but they're very good as well. Very long, very slow. It's very slow television.
I was scared of the owl.
Oh, it's fine. The owls are not what they seem. So that's a quote. That's a quote directly from the owls are not what they seem. But it's really good. It's really you gotta watch it.
It's on my list, man. Next to A Clockwork Orange that I have to watch as well.
I will also never shame anyone. I will never say like, "What? That is a shame. What the fuck? You haven't seen that?" I don't care. I'm like, okay, you haven't seen A Clockwork Orange. It's a classic, but it's not that good.
No. Yeah, but
it's not that good.
Is it not that good?
No, it's not that good. It's good. It's a good movie. The book is way better. First of all,
that's a very cliche thing to say.
Yeah, but just bashing Kubrick. I mean, the book is tenfold better. It's a very good book. It's a very short book. It's by Anthony Burgess, and it's like this wee big. Just read the book first. Do you have an e-reader?
Yeah, lying around here.
You know, we.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. You'll hook me up with a good site where I can buy this.
Or you can buy the book for a legitimate amount of money.
There we go. Legitimate.
For which ebooks currently go.
Yes. There we go. We don't know. Yeah.
But it's a good book. The movie it's long. Is what I can say. It's long.
I saw a guy online. I'll tell you why I was shocked that I didn't see it. I saw a guy online, and that said actually my hidden gem. It's a music teacher who reviews like metal bands. So he looks at it from a music point of view, and he before reviewing a video, he was like, "Oh yeah, this clip reminds me of the Clockwork Orange." Seriously, if you haven't watched that film, be ashamed. This is one of the best movies you could ever watch. Well, go watch. Stop this video, he said, and go watch The Clockwork Orange, and then come back to this video.
Well, no. It's absolutely no. It's, oh man, I guess it's one of the best movies ever made. But it's not even top 50, man. It's not even top 50. On every list you will see, I think on number 1 is The Godfather for obvious reasons. There's a lot of reasons why The Godfather would be on number 1. But let's check on best movies ever made, Rotten Tomatoes, just to see where it scores, where it sits. But it's certainly not the Kubrick film I would advise. I wouldn't say like, oh, that's the Kubrick film. If I would say, oh, you gotta watch one Kubrick film, it will always be The Shining. The Shining is Kubrick's best movie ever. And you've never seen that one either. Oh, yes, you did.
I've seen parts of it, but I'm not a big. That's some prime A. That's psychological horror at its finest.
Yes, very much. The book as well. The book is terrifying. The book is absolutely terrifying. It is very terrifying because it all happens inside your mind, which is what is really, I was gonna say mind-boggling, but which is That's the scary part. Well, it's a big spoiler, but guys, it's a 70s movie. If you haven't seen it, you know,
of course.
you probably read something. Everything happens inside the mind of the guy going nuts at a moment because he's just going completely crazy. The kid is touched by the Shining, which is a thing that goes through all the books of Stephen King. The Shining is like some sort of magical telekinesis power, and that also has a role in the movie. But a lot of people don't understand the movie either. They think that the father goes crazy because of The Shining, but that's not how the way it works. The hotel in itself is kind of haunted and kind of has this energy in it that overtakes the writer because oh man, I'm not gonna go into it. You know what? I'll make a video about it. I'll make a video about The Shining. I'll analyze it from start to finish, and I'll complete. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Reviews with Svekke.
That would be good. That would be a good thing. Cobus is much better. What is Cobus? Because I don't know what that is.
Clockwork Orange, I think, is much better.
Oh, Clockwork Orange is much. No, it's not. It's. I mean, even if you watch it from a cinematographic point of view, The Shining has a better. It's everything is. I wouldn't say it's much better. It's not like it's miles better. No, it's The Shining is just better. Meanwhile, I'm not a hardcore cinephile. I haven't seen a lot of classics. That's okay. Oh, I gotta take away the Millenniaboomer.
I have the same thing about soundtracks, though. I'll remember a soundtrack. If it's good, I'll analyze it to bits and be like, oh man, did you see listen to what he did there? And that's crazy. For example, like the scene where Ned starts stealing embryos in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Oh man, the atmosphere, that's crazy.
In that case, I think that you will like A Clockwork Orange more than you will like The Shining because it is a very interesting soundtrack. The theme from A Clockwork Orange is a Beethoven-inspired theme, but like completely electronically mastered, so it's pretty nuts. And the march from A Clockwork Orange is also something like that. I think there's a couple of like and it's completely classical it's all classical music. It's Beethoven, it's Rossini, it's everything you would think of when you think of like very stern German symphonic orchestras. That's what they tune this ultra violence to. So it's not bad. He understood the book correctly. He made a brilliant movie, but it's not as good as The Shining.
You gotta start making videos. You gotta start making YouTube.
I gotta script those because I will go on rants. Man. I will just go like blah, 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 and just like repeat the same thing.
This movie is definitely shite. If you ask me, it's shite.
It's shite. It's not good. Just go watch The Shining. It's better. It's German.
That was German Irish. It's a better movie. Go to see The Shining.
Go to see The Shining. Meanwhile, I'm not blah blah blah. If we're talking about soundtracks, Interstellar soundtrack. I've only heard the soundtrack. I've never seen the movie.
And with the organ, Hans Zimmer did a crazy job on it.
But it's Hans Zimmer. You were just talking about Hans Zimmer just a few seconds ago, because Jurassic Park. Oh wow, am I saying something?
That's John Williams.
That's John Williams. That's John Williams. Hans Zimmer. What is that? Back to the Future and stuff.
It wasn't. Danny Elfman is a known one as well. Hang on,
Elfman is known, but what is Back to the Future? I'm going crazy.
Future soundtrack. Who did it?
Are you Googling it?
Yeah, I'm Googling it.
Okay, cool.
Alan Silvestri, who did the Avengers. It was Alan Silvestri who did the Avengers soundtrack as well.
Oh, okay.
That's Alan Silvestri.
It sounds a bit of the same. Yeah, you get a couple of those. See?
You hear it come back in the Avengers. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. See what I mean? Like and that's what I like about Hans Zimmer. Well, and Danny Elfman has that very hard. You hear those Danny Elfman elements.
John Williams as well. You know when it's a John Williams song. You know it, and even all the collaborations he did with Spielberg. But because I think he was like on retainer for Spielberg. I don't know. He did almost all of the Spielberg movies. I think John Williams.
Yeah, definitely. I think Zimmer might have done like a couple as well. I'm not sure. I know he worked together with his first Hans Zimmer as as a very strange like his first very famous collaboration. You know, I know that you're probably googling it to just to fact check, because I might say some stupid things. One of his very first big collaboration that meant this like breakthrough was with Ridley Scott, who made Thelma and Louise. Which is it's so unlikely. All these collaborations are so unlikely. So Hans Zimmer made the soundtrack for Thelma and Louise. That's, first of all, I mean, that's already mind blowing. Second thing is Ridley Scott is the director of Thelma and Louise. That's already pretty mind blowing. And it's an amazing movie, amazing soundtrack, amazing director. It's very good, and it shows the range of both these people, the range of both Hans Zimmer and the range of both Ridley Scott. I mean, Ridley Scott made very different movies after that.
Yeah.
He made the fucking Martian, man. The Martian is for me was really
with Matt Damon. It's an awesome movie. It scratches my itch for good hard sci-fi. Where technologically feasible, but on the fringe of it.
On the fringe.
I love it.
It's technical. For me, it's like technological fantasy. It's like, what if fantasy?
They did research on that though, and so I love it when they back it up with research. Like Interstellar, they did the model of a black hole. There was scientific advancements. So, like for example, the models for the Gargantua black hole, they researched it for the movie. So how would it look like? Let's do some simulations. They didn't do that before with the amount of CGI and stuff. So that's crazy. And I mean, it's Interstellar as well. It's cuts around some corners because all the time stuff. Effort. I'm the type of guy that Googles after the movie how much is scientifically on what science facts is Interstellar based. There's a good solid foundation, but there's a lot of running along with facts and it might be this way, a lot of interpretation. But you can't have I'll watch a documentary if I want to watch true things, but it's also always intriguing to watch science fiction go and take something that exists and give a good swing on it.
Yeah, apparently, from what I remember, I haven't seen Tenet yet, but I know Inception is kind of the not prequel, but like the what do you say, that the envelope to Tenet from Christopher Nolan.
So do those two movies have something in common?
Apparently they do. So let me check it out.
Rob converts my fact. The model for Gargantua was indeed a simulation of a real black hole. The even funner part is that, as you might know, they took a picture of a black hole in 2019, and it's exactly how the math said it would look. So
cool.
Yeah.
See, but that's cool. That's very satisfying, I feel. When the math checks out, when the signs just the sign proves again that they're just right. Basically, it just works. Tenet is not Nolan's first frustration with science, as shown in 2008 film Inception. This introduced the niche concepts of multi-tier dreams, shared dreaming, and the origin of inspiration, which were all interesting in the plot context and added weight to the film. However, Tenet dwarfs this contribution to the genre, and I believe that there's something involving going back in times and something like with I don't really understand it all, but apparently some things used in Inception, but it's like thinly touching each other. Are used in Tenet as well. Now Tenet is really time traveling, basically, right? I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, it's basically just time traveling. And Inception is the idea of...
Is it dreams? Yeah, it's based on lucid dreaming as well, so which is really cool.
And that's what I like, is that he flirts with science, and it's plausible, and you could think like, maybe in a distant future it could be a thing. I was so excited when the picture of the black hole came out, almost as excited as I was when my parents used to take me to McDonald's as a kid. It's, well, I know that feeling. That's why I'm fat. Hold on. I'm just looking up the top 100 movies of all time on Rotten Tomatoes, and the top 100 has changed quite a lot. On number 1, there's Black Panther now, but it's only 519 reviews, so I think the pool of reviews is not big enough. Citizen Kane is on number 2. That never changes. Casablanca is still in there. Knives Out is in there as well. I don't know if you've seen Knives Out. That's a good Netflix movie, man. It's a whodunit, but you know exactly who did it from the start, and still at the end you're like, what?
Whodunit?
Yeah, you're like, what? And it's the person. It's that person. There's no plot twist in that sense that it's somebody else. No, it's that person, but it's. Oh man, Knives Out. It was finger licking good, to say it with is that McDonald's terms? I don't think so. Finger licking good.
That was KFC.
KFC.
Finger licking good. Yeah,
well, you know, I tried to make a McDonald's joke.
It was a fast food chain. At least you were close.
I was close.
10 points for effort.
10 points for effort. I got a couple of quick fires. Coming to America apparently came out sequel. I'm definitely gonna watch it because I love Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, is he doing a sequel?
Yeah, there's a sequel. It just came out.
It's never. I'm not peeing. I'm refilling my water bowl.
He's peeing. Chat, he's peeing. He's definitely peeing. If he says he's not peeing, he's probably peeing. No, it's it's a sequel. It's a sequel, and it has apparently some. I'm saying apparently a lot. Apparently. Yeah, I always think about that kid. I love that kid. He's refilling his water bottle, Bear Grylls style.
This is the shit you need.
No, don't buy bottled water.
The tap water here, I'll tell you, if you drink my tap water from my city, I'm not gonna dox myself, I always get stomach aches. It's really heavy. It's a lot of...
Really?
Yeah.
Buy one of those Brita filters.
I had it. I get stomach acids.
Really?
I'm like an old man. I have stomach acids from the tap water here.
I've got belly aches.
Hey, Phoenix, welcome. My Molochs.
Welcome to the chat, Phoenix.
Hey, Phoenix.
If you drink the tap water from my city, you'll grow a hand from your belly button. You gotta drink tap water, guys.
Up? Why is there a hand? Did you drink the tap water again, Rob?
Did you drink that Romanian tap water again?
And then the OU meme, you know, with the dog and the guy, that's really Milenniboomers again. That's like the, you know, the dog who's like,
the
guy's like, the OU.
I do know those. I love that. I love that dog. It's like a Labrador or something, right? Like a yellow.
I think it's like more of a tackle-ish with the longer ears.
A yellow dog.
Like the dog's like.
He's a yellow dog. I call them yellow dogs.
Yellow dog.
And he's like, oh man, that's so old.
Yeah, that's so
weird. Why are we so old?
The fact that we have to explain what the meme is. Rob immediately goes, "Oh, yes, I love the OU." There you go.
And Felix is saying, "Hey, Senpai." Okay, you're both young. Phoenix is very young. He's way younger than Rob. Do you guys explain memes like we just did to each other? Do you explain it by doing the meme? Like, oh yeah, do you know that meme with the dog that's like, and the other guy is like. I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna delete a message. I don't know how to do it. Rob, could you delete that last one?
No. I know why he says that. I beat him in
okay. It's fine. Then I'll leave it in there. But I can't read it, Phoenix. He beat me in a bit war. Okay, then
I love you too, Phoenix. I love you very much. And he deleted it.
Cheers, Rob.
Poor
That's okay. Thank you.
face.
Thank you. No, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for deleting it. It might if people come in here, they might be like, "What? Why are they bullying one of the guests?" I got a second piece of news, which is, and I'm gonna show it on screen. I just discovered this. It's probably super old because I'm old, but I'm gonna try to not narrate what I'm doing.
On some internet site.
Oh, it's actually really new. It's 5 days ago. So
It's
5
new?
days ago,
Damn.
this trailer came out. Let me open it. Oh my god, I'm doing it. Sorry guys, I gotta narrate what I'm doing. I'm opening Firefox. I'm copying this. So you're probably gonna have to open the stream to be able to watch it.
It's open.
It's open. Okay, let me just put Firefox in there.
Firefox, do I have to click it twice like you told me, son?
How?
With the whistle. Whistle.
Whistle.
Chris,
Chris,
come here,
Come here, Chris. Chris, you want a nice bottle of cold milk? Chris, Chris, you like that? Senpai 1v1. Yeah, do it, guys. But Senpai's here. He can't bit more right now. Someone clip that. I read that as let's. Yeah, me too. Okay, Rob. I read it the same way. Let's Senpai is how I read it, and I'm like, I don't want to be doing that.
Hey, tastes can differ. I mean,
That's true.
hey, we got Bob in the chat.
Hey Bob, what's up? Yeah,
Hey,
it's an evening
Bob.
show. We're doing a podcast right now, and thank you for joining in. We're talking about news right now, and we're probably gonna go on a couple of other subjects. So I just found this. It's called Demio. I'm just gonna let the trailer speak for itself. Hope you guys can figure it out. I might make it a little bit bigger. It will go over our faces, but well, we've seen each other, quite often. Let's show chat this. This came out 5 days ago, and I'm so excited for this. Okay, let me put it.
As hordes of enemies were summoned in the necropolis, the mighty guardian stood ready. Songs would be written about her, legends be told. Spear held high in the might of her will, she would once and for all cast this evil back into the void and let the realm.
Hey! You gonna play your turn or what?
Yeah, sure. No! Thumbs up, let's do this.
Okay, here we go.
Annihilation!
I feel. Oh, whoa!
That's
They're
nice.
surrounding us.
Right.
Yeah! Oh, I stepped on it.
Oh, we got a card.
And goodbye.
We're gonna have to get a good strategy going.
I think we should split up. Goblins are coming.
Oh my god, we're being attacked. Come on now.
We need to move.
Clearing a path.
Okay, let's try again.
4 eons, the Elven king
no.
of all of the land.
Come on.
I fucking love this. I will probably be one of those people who buys a set just for that.
I have to turn off the stream because I was hearing you double. That looked nice, man. That looked crazy.
That looks cool, right?
You know what's going to happen when you play that with random people online? It's like, how you doing? How you doing? And then you have like a 5-year-old kid in VR. It's like, how do I?
Yeah, true, but I think it's
I know the VR
supposed.
friend.
That's why you can. I think you can only play with 4 people, because I think you're really supposed to play that with friends, like with people you know. I don't think randoms will work.
You will. I played. I have to be honest. I played a lot of Star Trek. By the way, Bob went to bed, I think. So bye,
okay, Bob.
Have a
Good night. Thank you
good sleep.
for chilling out. He's saying Roll20 plus Tabletop Simulator plus Slay the
Yeah.
Spire. I don't know what
Yeah,
Slay the
yeah.
Spire is, but
I think he's about right.
Is that a video game?
There's some good D&D board games on Tabletop Simulator, but this one's quite good.
yeah, it doesn't look as good though, right?
Yeah, this is quite everything mixed into one. And if they put a good age restriction on that, that will be good.
Yeah, we talked about that as well. That's a very interesting subject that we're gonna talk about in a few.
Oh yeah, it's
I'm gonna write it down just so we don't forget. Let's put that in the announcement sections at the end. Age steps. There we go. But yeah, what I like about it is that it has a very high Ready Player One factor in the sense that you're in a basement, basically playing D&D with your friends, and you can basically just like probably make any basement with like an arcade, and you can sit in a basement and look around. And I mean, Phoenix Falling has. Do you have hair? Yes, I do. I'm not part of Bald Nation yet. You can see it in the back here. So you can see some back hair here. There you go. 1,000 points just for that, man. I mean, yes, I do have hair. So yeah,
ask where. Yeah. Sorry, bad joke.
Where? No, I'm not gonna. I got hair right here.
Yeah.
He didn't ask where. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, join Senpai. Why are they all rooting for me to go Bald Nation? I don't know why.
Why are they rooting to go
Take
Bald
the hair
Nation?
off.
Take the hair off.
Just like-
It's like have a toupee and just scalp it off.
I wish I had a
Oh,
toupee,
man.
man. I wish I had a toupee.
I have to say, Phoenix, in defense, that man just needs to get hyped up because it's a scary moment shaving off your first buzz cutting your head and then shaving it before he looks like me. We'll have to go through all the stages of acceptance, and then he will become proud because I'm just pushing him because I know what a hard decision it is, because that is a permanent decision. People don't realize this, but once you go bald, if I go back, I have like this because I shaved it today. I have a power donut, so I cannot have hair anymore. It's a permanent decision. Once you shave it, it's gone. You will never go back.
Yeah, because you're just gonna look weird for quite a while having like this long hair at some point, and I'm probably gonna look weird as well because I don't have general baldness. I'm old, so guys. We're talking about baldness. We're talking about receding hairlines here. It happened. Yeah, that's true. Phoenix is right though. You could wear a hat for the time you're growing it out if you want it back.
But I can't do that anymore.
Nah, I get it.
You can see there's no more hairs left. It's gone, man. You're
saying-
about to lose.
You're about to lose all your hair. I think he's planning something. He's gonna throw acid on me or something.
You about age 45. What is it?
Phoenix, you got. I think you got to donate some more.
Yeah.
For doing that, for calling me old, man. I feel like I earned some biddies for taking that. I'm kidding, dude. Keep your money. He's just calling me 55. God damn it. I do have a donate. Oh wow, I didn't know I had that.
Damn.
Okay, well there you go. A last little bit of news thing I have before we move on is it's more of a question. I was perusing denofgeek.com, which is a website. I was also looking at Kotaku, but Kotaku doesn't have really interesting news at the moment, which was very strange. And there was an article of like the games you need to play in 2021. I was wondering, what games are you looking forward to? I'm just going to go through the list real quick and saying which ones I'm looking forward to. I think Deathloop is going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to Diablo 2. That is really, really interesting. The Resurrection. I also think that I will probably get into Halo Infinite once it comes out.
On PC?
It's gonna come out on PC at the same time as Xbox, apparently.
Yeah. They're doing that multi thing.
For the first time ever. I hope it's not gonna be a useless port. Is Dr. Tommy your son and is Senpai your uncle? Yes, you got that completely right. It's weird how he knows so much about my personal life. What am I looking forward to? I saw one more. No, that's it. Wait, games 2021. What am I looking for?
I'm looking forward to Returnal. It reminds me of the Tom Cruise movie, where he returns all the time. That's based on the anime. What's the name? What's the movie called again? With Tom Cruise and the aliens. Not War of the Worlds. He has another where he dies and it's return. Oh, come
What? Tom War of the Worlds? No,
Tom
what?
Cruise. No, not
Tom
War of the
Cruise.
Worlds.
Edge of Tomorrow, maybe.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Is that
Returnal
Aliens,
reminds
though?
me of.
Is that?
That's Aliens.
Is it
Aliens invade Earth,
Yeah, true. Yeah,
and he
yeah.
dies again. It's based on an anime.
Groundhog Day.
yeah, a bit like Groundhog Day, but with aliens and stuff like that. And I'm really looking forward to Returnal. You have a PS5, so you should be looking forward to Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That will be crazy.
Did you hear that? That was my dog. My dog was like completely possessed. It was pretty funny.
It's Phoenix is channeling. Phoenix is channeling into your dog.
The inner
Inner
Doctor.
demon.
I was looking at another list as well of things that are coming out, and there was one other game, but I really cannot remember which one it was called. That looked really, really good. Hold on. It still has to come out, but I cannot find it. Woof woof, he says. I still appreciate his being here. I still find
absolutely.
it pretty funny.
Edge of Tomorrow is a pretty good movie. Rob says absolutely.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I think that's well put. It's not bad.
It's a good anime. It's a good anime and or a manga, I think. But that's what makes it into such a good movie. It's a manga. They base it on a manga.
And what is the manga called? You said it, but I forgot.
It's not a Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. Hang on. I know the name. Manga. There's a 2 coming. All you need is kill. It's the name of the manga. All you need is kill. It's a great manga.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So Deathloop I found. Biomutant. Is that it?
Yeah, that escaped limbo, and I'm a bit worried about that because it was in development limbo. We don't know what will become of that game. It fridged. The Discord was really quiet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Phoenix.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm here every day. I'm locked in basement, forced to watch.
We
this.
cannot say those 3 words. Oh, you said it. As Belgians, we cannot say.
No,
those
that's
3
true. That's true. Predestination. No, I have not seen that. Is that a
what?
movie?
It's Sandra Bullock. It's with Sandra Bullock, I think.
I have not seen that. Nah, it's with Ethan Hawke apparently. It's from this it's from the Spirit Brothers, which I know from Jigsaw. They're the one who made the Jigsaw adaptation from Saw. You know that newer Saw movie. So I is it a horror movie? Wait, what does it say here? I could actually look on the Wikipedia page. I could just click on it. Science fiction action film. Okay, with Ethan Hawke, Sarah Snook. Never heard of Sarah Snook, and Noah Taylor. Never heard of Noah Taylor. What is it about? As a time-traveling agent is trying to disarm a bomb, makes sense. It's time traveling. He's confronted by a person who tries to stop him, and gunfire duel takes place between them. Okay. Sounds good. Time travel.
If you want a time travel movie, Rob, because I know you're into science a bit. Primer. Watch Primer. It's one of the best time travel movies I've seen. Primer. It's really low budget indie. It's so good, man. Primer.
Sounds
Primer.
good.
One of the best time travel movies I've seen.
Have you seen Stray? The game Stray?
I haven't seen it.
That looks really cool. Wait, let me. It
has a bit of a cyberpunk-esque.
Yes, but you're a cat.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks really awesome. Should I show it on stream? Well, no. Look it up. People look at
and Little Demons as well. There's a lot of good indie games coming out. This Stray looks more like an indie game. There's a lot of good indie stuff coming on PS5.
Little Nightmares series is coming up as well. They're making a series out of Little Nightmares. That might be really good.
I haven't played the games, to be honest.
Haven't played the games either, but I know what it looks like. And it's made by the Russo brothers, who have also made Endgame, Avengers Endgame, and Captain America, and all those things. They made a lot of
Okay,
stuff. Yeah, so it could be really good.
Who did WandaVision, by the way? Because
WandaVision, isn't that I really have to Google that one. Let me check it out. I thought it was a couple of people, but
no directors from the MCU, like the regulars.
wait, hold on. No, I don't think so. It was something really bizarre. It was I remember it was something. It was a guy that also made other things like I know he made House MD, but I just don't remember his name.
Okay.
Let me look it up. Matt Shackman.
Matt check. I don't know.
Matt
It was,
Shackman.
okay.
So and he made, yeah, look, listen to this. So the guy that made WandaVision also made Ugly Betty, House MD, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm taking the weird things. 6 Feet Under, One Tree Hill, Boston Legal, Mad Men.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a gem, though.
It's really good though. I gotta say it. Matt
Danny
Shackman also
DeVito
worked
is.
on Game of
I
Thrones.
love him in It's Always Sunny. They're such horrible people. It's crazy.
Danny DeVito is really good in there, and it's really a group of that whole series is for people who are into psychology and want to analyze narcissism. I think it's like the whole thing is pure narcissism, because they're all narcissists. They all love themselves above anything else. It's pretty cool.
They are horrible people.
So
if you want to know which webcam Svekke uses, Phoenix, I'll give you the name of the cam. It is this camera that Svekke is currently using. It is in glorious 480p resolution, and it upscales it.
That's the one, and I upscale it to 720p. I love that webcam. I didn't even need to look it up. I know exactly which one that is. Is that the ball one?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a classic. Everyone had that webcam.
Bad quality. It was a Quick Cam Express. That's what it was called. Everybody had that.
It was horrible. But I know exactly which one you meant. I'm using Droid Cam. That's what I'm using with my phone. Do you also have a phone as a webcam? Yeah. Cherry MX red switches for the win.
Yeah, they're being elitist. Nobody likes mechanical. Why would I want to hear all day?
You use a membrane keyboard, not a true PC person. How do you know I use a membrane keyboard?
Because when we hear you type, we don't hear the clicking.
Yeah, but I have a noise suppressor. Okay, Phoenix Fall, if you don't have a noise gate or a noise suppressor, you're not streaming well. You're not doing the right thing. So it doesn't matter. Oh, it's in my bio. That's true. It's in my bio.
Same keyboard. I have the exact same keyboard here.
It's a good keyboard. It's a good keyboard. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I use RTX voice. I don't know what that is. Is that the GeForce thing?
Yeah, I use the RTX broadcast like for the cam, like the effects on the cam, but they have a voice thing.
Yeah, but the AI is not good on that. You really got to do that yourself.
No, the voice is bad. The camera's good, but the voice is bad.
With the buy here stuff, Rob, if you want to buy one of those things ever on Amazon, buy it through my link. I get a little bit of money from that. I'm really I'm honest about it. No sense in hiding it. I mean, I get a little bit of money out of that. So do it. What is he saying?
He uses Gateron Brown. He's Gateron Brown switches. Gateron. You have these, Gateron. You have Cherry Gateron. It's a type of switch.
It feels like a weird flex, like a super very specific keyboard geeks flex.
It's like coming up to a girl in a bar. It's like, hey girl, you know I have mechanical keyboard. I use Gateron Brown.
That is exactly what it's like. It's a very strange, very specific flex. It's like, hey, do you know I have an aluminium water bottle?
Yes,
it's far superior to the glass water bottles. It's like the strangest flex ever. It's like, I mean,
now I'm imagining trying to pick up girls. Hey girl, have you seen my aluminum bottle? And smack with it.
Wait. Yeah. What is happening in chat? It's like literally saying that you have the
wait.
RTX
Before you say
2060.
that, try and say that, Svekke. The thing he says now. Try and say that in a seductive way. So, like, I'm going to set a scene for you because I know you like scene acting.
Yeah.
So you're okay. We're in a smoky bar, and it's like the jukebox, and there's like the Careless Whisper from Michael.
But I gotta say the Rob thing, right?
No, you got to say the Phoenix Fallen thing.
Which
But
one?
you can start with the Rob thing.
The whole
keys
thing.
sound- yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, wow. Okay.
I want you to deliver it. I'm directing you right now. I want you to put your song, and I want you to pick that girl up by flexing, using that Phoenix flex.
I'm gonna use one of those. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
go
go.
for
Let's
it.
go.
If you have seductive music somewhere that's royalty free, go for it. But you have to seduce. That your goal is to seduce that girl. Flex your keyboard, man.
Okay, hold on. Let me get some seductive. I don't know. I'm using something called music from Twitch. So let me get some jazz.
Or smooth jazz or the saxophone.
I'm just gonna do this. Wait, I had something good. This is okay.
That's good.
Hey girl, how you doing? You know I use a Keysound mini wired mechanical gaming keyboard. PBT. Key pieces 69 keys. Gateron bronze switch. LED white backlit. British version layout. You know I like it British. It's a gaming keyboard. It's white gray. It's combo. And it's got that magic force. And then there's the other one. There's, hey girl, you know I have a Opinel knife. You know I have that Opinel knife. Want to see my knife? So yeah, we got that. Anyway,
Oh.
be right back. You almost got me. The atmosphere is set. I like this music. Not too bad. It's a bit loud. Can't hear myself think here. Oh, the boomer.
Oh man.
I'm just Milennibooming away. There we go. Chill, please. I like that. It's fucking picking up girls. Oh my god. They clipped it. They did clip it. Thank you, Rob, for that clip.
Yeah, man, that's a gold clip.
It's forever online now. I'm so happy. My acting.
I will make a senpai episode about picking up girls by using computer specs. There you go.
Oh man. I mean.
Yeah.
So let me just reread
Yeah.
because it said something about. It's like literally saying that you have the RTX 2060. Yeah, but I do. I don't get it, Rob. Why would it not literally say what I have when I say it's my specs? Should I lie and say I have something else? I don't get it. I'm not in this stream anymore. This is now your podcast, Senpai. Just do something with it because I don't know where to go. I really don't know where to go from here.
Oh,
What does he mean? I don't get it. And now he's just gone. He's just left.
He's
just-
still clipping. He's
he's
just
just
working on
clipping. He's working hard. This man is working hard. At the same time, we got 8 viewers. Welcome, viewers. We're doing a podcast on stuff, and I'm very confused. Welcome back, Phoenix Fallen. We were gone for a long time, man. What does he mean? Like, hey, it's literally saying what you have. That's weird. Why do you say what you have?
No. It's like literally saying you have the RTX 2060.
Yeah, it's literal. But is it because he said it's the RTX? I use the RTX, but he was using RTX voice or something.
It's about no. It's going on about the affiliate, the Amazon affiliate.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm Amazon affiliate because Twitch is owned by Amazon, and I get money. Give me money. Is literally what I'm saying.
Money, please.
You just give me money. We'll get. Oh no, that's not. We should just go on with stuff. What is he saying? Phoenix Fallen, you cannot say that. I'm gonna have to time you out,
No.
my man. If you keep going like that. The Arctic thing was about picking
up girls. Oh, okay, I got it wrong. Hey girl, I have a RTX 2060.
Rob finally explained what he meant. You know, I gotta show off with what I have. I got an AMD Ryzen 5 1600 AF. That's really not good, probably. I don't know. I have good.
A Ryzen 5 is not that bad. Depends on the Ryzen. Yeah, but I mean, I'll not go into specs.
I don't.
If it works, it works, man.
It works. It works well. I got AMD Ryzen 5 1600 AF. I got an Aorus B550 chipset. I don't know what that does, but I have it. I don't know. I just bought it. People said, "Hey," I said, "Hey, dude, I got $1,000."
Smack.
Yeah, that's literally what I said. I got $1,000. What you got? And he said, "I got this," and I said, "Okay, I'll take it." That's literally that's how it went. I called them. I said, "Guy, I have $1,000. How I play Fortnite on computer?" He says, "Buy this." I say, "Okay." I just bought it. That's really what I know about computers. I used to know a bit, but I don't know a lot about them anymore.
2 months research before buying this one to get the right chipset and stuff. So I'm a bit of a nerd as well on that, on specs. But
you know what? The guy at where I bought it did probably way longer research.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was like,
absolutely.
I'm just gonna trust him, and I'm really happy with it because I can stream and game with it without any problems.
It's true.
And I mean,
Do you feel spec shamed now, Svekke?
no, I don't think so. I don't. Guys, you can say anything you want. It doesn't matter. By the way, talking about mechanical keyboards, I do have a real Cherry keyboard hooked up to my arcade. A real vintage Cherry mechanical keyboard. So none of you have that.
None of y'all.
None of y'all have that. No, it's a vintage. It's a vintage one. One of the first ones to run on USB. But that's almost 20 years ago, so that's vintage.
Yeah.
And they're mechanical. It's really good, but it's hooked up to my arcade because it
But
makes
I think
more sense.
I wouldn't like membranes in an arcade. You need mechanical switches for an arcade. You need to click when you play an arcade. But when I'm typing on a keyboard, it's like I don't game enough for that.
That's right. I just don't like the feeling of mechanical keyboard. I like it because on my arcade I also have point and click games. Because I emulate DOS on that, so that's when I want to be able to, to play on a vintage. On a vintage keyboard. For the other arcade games, of course, I play on the arcade buttons, which I have.
Oh yeah, it's a keyboard. Okay, I get it now. I thought you were talking about it.
There's a lot of sound in the chat. You can't hear it, but it's really loud. It's Fuzzy. Fuzzy came in and she used her command, and it was super loud. I gotta put it.
I spilled my water. It's like when you hear the song and don't have the music, so it's like you're suddenly talking like this to compensate for the loudness.
Super loud. It was insanely loud. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it was so loud. And for me, it was I had to talk like this. It sounds like David Lynch, by the way, when he talks in his character in Twin Peaks is so David Lynch plays in Twin Peaks a very small role, and his character is deaf, and he talks like this, Cooper. It's too bad that nobody saw Twin Peaks because I do. In my head, it's a flawless impression.
Watch it and I'll confirm or deny the impression.
Please do, because it's. I gotta turn that Fuzzy Loops thing a little bit quieter because that's really way too loud.
The crochet song.
Yeah, it's the crochet song. It's cool. It's very good. I'm always happy when it goes off though. The emote is very awesome, Fuzzy Loops, by the way. That is really cool. Have you clicked on it, Senpai? To see it bigger? It's really cool. It's like
damn,
see?
Fuzzy.
And it says LOL above it. It's really cool.
Oh,
with the glasses and stuff. I think it's a custom. It's custom for you, right, Fuzzy? Somebody made that for you. That's really cool. You know, the usual, mostly chilling around and making sure y'all behave in chat. It's really necessary tonight. It's weird. It's really necessary, unfortunately. I did. Hold on. What? Who did? What did you do, McFlyman? Did I say something?
No.
I didn't ask a question, right?
No.
I forget what I
No,
said.
no. McFly is behaving. He's behaving.
Oh yes.
That's his
McFly Man
response,
is
his
absolutely
response.
behaving.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
listening in.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
McFly Man is a personal friend of mine in real life as well. So he's always behaving. He's a very well mannered guy. I would say. I don't know if that's a compliment. Is that if I would say to you, hey Senpai, I really find you a well mannered person. Would you take it as a compliment, or would you be like, dude, you're fucking weird?
No, I would say thank you. That's very kind.
If I would say it, you know.
But you didn't say it.
Well-
You said it hypothetically. That okay. Now I am.
Now
I am
I'm offended.
answering. Yes.
Fuck this shit.
It's like going to my wife and going downstairs and saying, "Okay, what would you say if I hypothetically said that you're very beautiful? What would you say?"
I think you would sleep on. I would say the couch, but probably not even that. I would think it would be just outside, or just like
Nah,
go to your gamer room.
Yeah, go to your man cave and don't come out
Just
for the
go
next 2 weeks.
Just don't come out. Oh, he saw Twin Peaks. He's saying.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And what did you find of my what the fuck is his name in what do you find of my David Lynch impression? Lagged, you weird. We're weird. I know we're weird. Isn't that what we do?
Being weird.
Weirdness, being
Yeah.
weird. What is David Lynch's name? I'm really going down rabbit holes. Anyway, Elden Ring. I really look forward to Elden Ring as well. I think that
we were talking about games. Ooh, yeah. Elden Ring. I'm not really. I see it. Bandai from Software. Okay, then I have to play it.
that's
From
what
From?
exactly. That's what I was thinking. Bandai will collab with From that we know from
Dark Souls,
Bloodborne, all those really hard games. And I think Elden Ring is going to be one of those Souls games, but more accessible from what I've understood. Did you play that? They're like Japanese, very Japanese type games, like a Monster Hunter and stuff.
from Bandai.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I only played
from.
Monster Hunter World.
Yeah. Is that a thing? Is that good? Is that because Elden Ring is based on wait, hold on. It's based on George R.R. Martin work, and yeah, so it could be like he's writing together with R.R. Martin to do that, and the maker from Sekiro as well is writing together to.
It's gonna be a hard game though. It's gonna be a hard game.
It's gonna be a very hard game, but I think that the fantasy in it will be very nice.
I hope
No,
they
never.
they give us a more of an because I'm still looking for the story in Dark Souls. I have to wiki it, but I know it's good for the fans and to discover it. But I hope that the story is a bit more present in those games.
Yeah, me too. And one of the last things that I'm gonna say about news and things we look for, I look forward to, is I hope that there's a breakthrough in VR, in console VR this year. I don't think it's gonna be for this year, but it would be amazing. It would be amazing if there's like a small breakthrough. But I'll probably end up buying the Oculus.
Set your sights to not this gen that's coming, but the gen after.
That's what I think
Because
too.
there's a lot of research being done on full VL rendering.
Yeah.
Because it's not implemented in the new headsets. PlayStation's not going to use it either. But if we start using full VL rendering, it basically only renders the thing it uses eye tracking.
Yeah.
And it only renders the part where your eye is looking at, because your eyes don't see everything sharp.
Yeah.
And it will give us a bump in resolution quality because you don't have to render everything that sharp. So,
Right.
and also the hand tracking is becoming really good. So I think in 2 or 3 iterations of VR, we will have some, not Oasis kind of stuff, but it will be
It will be close though, but I think rigs are not that far off. I've tried one of the rigs, the walking rig. I found that very close to being
with the sliding shoes.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you try it?
Virtual Omnics, I
Yeah.
thought it was called.
Yeah, that's what-
I
that's
didn't
the one.
try it. I didn't.
I tried it in London, and it felt really good. It was really, and I'm a heavy guy, and I thought that it wouldn't support my weight or something, because it kind of holds you up somehow.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
gotta
it's a
wear
harness,
these
yeah.
weird shoes.
Yeah.
And it was really good. It was very immersive. I got to hold a gun as well, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And I think that combined with the haptic triggers that they already have, which are apparently pretty
The
insane.
haptic vests are pretty good. Yeah.
On the podcast that I did for Kaiser, Xander tried a full haptic suit, which apparently already exists, and he said it was bonkers. Apparently, there was something like a rugby tackle impact or something. 1 million points to take the hat off. No, if you donate $100, I'll take off the hat. There you go. That's a feasible goal. If you donate $100, I'll take off the hat. Man, it's gotta cost him something. If he wants it, don't say that, man. Well,
What is? He's obsessed with your head, though. It's
he
feeding.
loves my head, man. He loves my head. The head. Anyway, what were we talking about? I forgot.
What were you were looking forward to VR
Yeah, that's
and
it.
next gen on console?
That's really it. People have all sorts of fetishes. Well, man, for $100, you know, you can get it. What
No.
the fuck? Anyway, what were you saying? Was there anything else that you were looking forward to?
Yeah,
Or anything else you wanted to
Returnal,
ask to add to the world today?
Yeah. I'm in a space phase because I'm watching For Mankind on Apple TV. I've mentioned it before. It's
You did,
really
yeah.
good. It's an alternate version of reality where the Russians were first, so the space race never ended. And now, mate, oh man, Phoenix. Yeah, you know. But I'm not for sale. You have to pay up more than 100.
If you donate $100, I can hook you up with some bald pictures of some
From my head?
of Senpai from his head. I'll just crop
make
out
him-
your head,
Yeah.
just the top, and send that.
Just. Oh man, that's
man,
nasty.
what the hell?
So I've been following space and its endeavors a lot, and I'm really looking forward to in like the world today. I just got news. We got news that the Artemis program is coming along greatly. It's US returning to the moon, which I'm
cool,
really
yeah.
looking forward to. Another manned mission. It's been since Apollo that we went there, so that's crazy.
Yeah.
And they want to make it a staging post for other interplanetary missions. So that means in our lifetime we could see boots on Mars, and that's something I'm really excited.
We can
I'm
see
jealous
life on
because
Mars. Is that what you said?
Boots.
Oh, boots.
Boots, like the
Boots?
boots of men. Boots on
boots.
Mars.
The boats are made from walking.
And so you have the Perseverance rover who's there now. So I'm really, in terms of science in the world today, there's a lot of stuff happening in space. A lot of big launches coming up. SpaceX doing some crazy stuff.
What is
I mean,
their plan for the lunar mission though? What are they gonna do? Are they gonna, because they know a lot about the moon already, right? Or is it just do they want to make a manned? Because I know you talked about that they were thinking of making manned space.
If you look at the, sorry to interrupt you. They want to make a base on the moon. And that's what they want to do. And it's an epic staging post for other missions, because if you can to launch a missile from the moon, it's like nothing. You don't have to overcome the Earth's gravity. So they want to make it. They want to because there's water in certain craters on the moon, and they want to use it to make rocket fuel, because then you already have because water, and you can take oxygen from it, and you can have oxidizer for your rocket fuel. And there's a lot of talking about making a base, like a permanent habitation on the moon. They know a lot about the moon, but not everything yet. It got a lot of Apollo missions went there, but there's a lot of stuff not to be discovered, but it has so many advantages. I think there's helium-3 as well on the moon, which is really sick. If you build a mining colony there, there's a lot of sci-fi being done.
I've heard that they could mine helium on the moon, and they could basically. But I don't know what impact that has on a bigger scale. I'm always afraid of those kind of things, because we don't really know how it could. Have you seen how we brought the planet to shit by mining shit and doing shit, and if you bring the moon to shit by mining shit and making shit, I don't know. I think it's very interesting from a scientific point of view if you don't overdo it, but it's gonna get commercialized, right?
There's 2 moons that are primed for human colonization that they're going to send 2 missions to. It's Titan, which
Venus
is a moon. The Titan. So the Venus is another. They're thinking that a certain layer in the clouds of Venus could be habitable to humans. That's crazy. In the clouds of Venus, so not surface. And Titan is a prime candidate as well for possible human missions because it looks a lot like Earth, but a lot colder, and there's liquid methane and stuff. But Europa, I'm very excited by Europa because Europa, it's one of the moons of, I think Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter is Europa. And they're going to send a Clipper mission, it's called, and they want to investigate if there's an ocean. So they're calling it an ocean world. So there's a big fucking ocean underneath a moon on Jupiter, and it might contain life. You don't know.
Waterworld, here we come.
Here we come.
It
Big
sounds...
fucking whale on Europa. There we go.
But it's far though, right? Europa is really far.
It's near Jupiter. It's it's really far. That's far.
Really far.
But still our solar system, so still feasible.
True.
We'll get there in a couple of years. But
true, but it's got a. What I'm really excited about is the commercial flights from SpaceX. I find it a very interesting concept. I just hope it doesn't because the pollution that comes off one rocket is just. I mean,
less than all the CO2 emitted by
true,
a lot
but
of
that's combined. But yeah, I that's true though.
Hang on, there's some crazy tech, but then I'm jumping on the subject again of the world today. There's some crazy tech being developed in Canada, I think, about using grabbing CO2 from the atmosphere and turning it into O2. So that's basically reverse terraforming our planet.
That would be
that's crazy. There's a lot of tech that's in place already.
Isn't that highly theoretical? I feel like it's...
No. It's a working concept. They use it on a smaller scale and they want to upscale it. So if we're in deep shit, we can basically, as humans, start to take control of our planet's atmosphere, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But
so we have the tech.
How do you source that though? Because it's gonna come from a source. You gotta produce all that stuff. It's gotta run on something. On what does that
grab
run?
it? Solar energy. You can use renewable sources. You grab it out. You grab it out of the atmosphere, and you.
I feel like
I don't know the exact process, but
we are in a good age to actually discover renewable sources, and I feel that the true change is being made now. Love the Geeky shared podcast also. Thank you, Fuzzy. It's also a facet of both of us, and I think, well, Senpai, I think you don't go as weird as I do on your streams here, but I go pretty weird, and people don't really expect these kind of talks from me. But this is where I started. This is what I still do actually on Kaiser, and this is what I enjoy as well. I just enjoy listening to people that are smarter than me, and then just repeating what they say and sounding smart as well. Rob said at 50 kilometers in the Venusian or Venusian atmosphere, pressure should be around the same as on Earth. That's crazy though. But how do they plan on being there?
You have big ass balloons holding up a colony or a ship, and then you can go outside and with a breather on.
That's what I was thinking, like or just a ship, like a basic ship, but you can
Zeppelin cities. Yeah.
That's insane. That's for me, that's BioShock kind of stuff. I love that. I love that stuff. How good is that game, by the way? BioShock Infinite is
it's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Shall we go to another segment? We could go to the hidden gem. We could round it off here. We could go to Milenniboomers. No, we've done that. We could go to
Milenniboomers.
We can go to talents from the deep if you want. Cause you got some talents from the deep, but I don't know if you got anything ready for that. I don't know if you prepared for that.
I'm always prepared for that.
Cool. Should we? Because this is kind of the new segment. Should we do our small announcement here? Or what do you think?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right. So Senpai and I have been working on something. Actually, you can go ahead. Go ahead. You can present what we've been working on. I don't think we need to date it that much, but we can present the concept we've been working on.
No. There we go. So yeah. We are going to do I wasn't prepared to announce it like this. I was prepared to announce it, but I thought you were going to do it. But I'll do it. It's okay. So we do a lot of stuff together. There's also a big the channels are intertwining a lot, and very frequent on your streams. You're frequent on my streams, and so what we decided to do is we're going to host a quiz together, like a quiz show. With a high focus, and I'm going to say that because I think we're going to be proud of it, with a high focus on a good production quality.
That's right.
So it has to be a fun quiz that you want to watch, and not just because we want to make one.
No.
It will be one that is fun to watch and to see. First, we're going to do it digitally, so on Twitch, but then the plan is to do it live with guests.
In an actual studio setting, or at least an attempt at a studio setting.
Yeah.
And just as you've been used to on my and Senpai's channel, we try to elevate the production value. We have good lighting. We have, well, I don't like to say it about myself, but we have good lighting. We have a little bit of production value that we add to it. Like right now, I have stingers. I've got transitions and stuff. That's what we work on really hard, and that's the attempt that we're going to make at a geeky quiz show. I think we can announce the title. It's the Order of Geeks. I hope I'm not saying it wrong.
Yeah, it's correct.
So the Order of Geeks, and we're gonna try to find the best geeks out there. In a general sense of the word, it's gonna be it's not gonna be a geeky per se on only anime or only. It's gonna be super wide. We're probably gonna have questions about science. We're probably gonna have just a general geek. Everything we talked about today.
Yeah, and the most important thing, Svekke, because we talked about this, the purpose is that people don't need a certain niche of knowledge to be able to participate.
That's right. Absolutely not. It's not,
and that's very important to us.
It's very important to differentiate also from what is already existing, is that we really wanted to make something that is very similar to quizzes you would see on TV, where it's not really try hard, where you really have to know very deep dark secrets, but it's more of an entertaining quiz. It's gonna be fun. We're probably gonna have some what quiz is that where they say it's the quiz blah blah blah, where the questions are easy and the points mean nothing. I can't remember what quiz that is, but there's a quiz on English television, and I feel that's really interesting, like the entertainment value and like the fun value of having a quiz together. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that's really a thing of my youth, that there were a lot of quizzes on TV, and it was always so enjoyable to watch those, because you could participate at home. Not every question was like, I've never heard of that. Who's the character that's that guy's son in that game, and what is the name of his cousin's favorite shoe brand or something? I'm like, what is this even? That's not really what I want. I like those too. Those are good. They have a good audience for them, but that's not what we're gonna do. So we're gonna present a quiz show together, and we're gonna start online, and we'll get you guys posted on a date. But that's really interesting, I think.
Prepare for a save the date. Oh my god, it sounds so wrong though, but hey, we're gonna send you a save the date.
We're gonna send you a save the date. So that's a project we have. It's gonna be nice. I think it's gonna be fun. Thank you, Fuzzy Loops. Thank you for being active in chat. Quiz show should be fun. Thank you. If Rob's gonna get some food. It's far more plausible than having Colony on Mars. Oh, maybe Rob missed our announcement completely. He was getting food.
I think so.
Well, quiz show and who are the contenders? So that's a good question. Who are the contenders? Since we're working online the first time, we can pretty much choose anyone. We're not gonna choose famous people or YouTubers or whatever. Just people that want to join, and then we're just gonna try to select people, but not based on anything beyond. It's really gonna be like TV, just a basic casting, just to see if someone is you know, okay with being on screen. But that's pretty much what we're gonna do. We're not really gonna look at if they're famous or if they have a following or if they can do some special tricks or do a backflip or something. That's not what we're gonna look at.
No.
And since we're gonna we're gonna do it in real life, there's gonna be a lot of, you know, surrounding countries or Belgian contenders as well. But it could be mixed with digital. Who knows?
Yeah. We're still, but I think the main part people have to take out of it is a good quiz show supports on its host, and I think independent of the contenders, for them, because that's something we also said, for them it has to be a lot of fun as well, and that's something we were focusing on.
That's right. All right, go get food, Rob. Thank you for staying for that announcement. It makes me happy. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Then
I don't know where I should go to. I'm gonna go to Talents from the Deep. But I got a really big subject, but I'm not gonna, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna talk about age restriction on Twitch and what you think about that and what we think about that, but that's such a big subject. I'm not sure if we could tackle that right now. I think we're gonna be 1 hour, you know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really long.
But that's something where we're working. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll do.
We're thinking about that as well. We feel like welcome Sandy Visuals. Thank you for the hype. If you haven't clicked on the follow button, please do. It's fun. It's great. We're doing a podcast. We're talking about a bunch of geeky stuff. We talked about space. We talked about science. We talked about games. And now we were going to go to Tales from the Deep. I don't know if you're still up for that. Yeah. Okay. Well, then here we go. Tales from the Deep. So little did you know, the man sitting to my right on your screen is a very good musician, and he actually made most of the jingles you hear on my morning show. I have a morning show where every morning I go on a complete madness trip. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes it's crazy. I never know what we're going to be up to. Chat kind of leads me into something. Lately I've been doing some 80s, 90s, 2000 movie lists. That's very interesting. We're gonna probably do something with that again. And Senpai also integrates his music into his streams. Lately you've been doing Dark Souls, and when you die 3 times you make a song, or you sing a song, right?
Chat can choose a song, but I've had some. I have a keyboard for that now, but when I hook it up, I will be able to play it with keyboard. So it will be a musical Dark Souls stream.
Oh, that is so cool. We discovered a very musical Fariha Twitch streamer. She's really big, but I think it's really interesting for people. Fariha.
Yeah.
I'm
not as good as her, but she's good, man. She's good.
I'm gonna shout out someone very famous in chat. I mean, that's really bizarre. I've never done that, but check her out. She plays keyboard. Anyway, what can you tell us about your musical journey? I think that's a very interesting question. How did it start, and where are you now?
I started out very young. When I was 7 years old, I went to musical education. It's called Conservatorium here. For kids. Conservatory, there we go. Because I come from a very musical family. My dad and mom are not really into music, but my sister, she has a master's degree in classical guitar, so she plays some mean flamenco. My sister is a talented cellist, so she can play a mean cello, and my brother is one of the fastest guitar players I know. He's really fast. He's like Kirk Hammett.
He can shred.
He can shred that guitar.
You can shred as well.
Me? But I've lost my feathers with age. Yeah, but so I'm the singer of the group, so I always knew how to sing very early. We sang a lot together. I sing with my kids today even. We sang my kid, 4-year-old. He knows Jurassic Park, the entire suite. He can sing it.
Oh wow.
So that's crazy. And it's on.
It's on. That's crazy. That's cool that he inherited that.
Yeah.
How does that feel though? I see it in your eyes that it's that like you don't even have to say anything. You were like, how does that feel the first time that he's like just hitting every note?
You know, the first time when I heard it, we watched a lot of Spider-Man, like the small clips, and you have the Washington Monument scene. It's like music. It goes, it's a very specific tune. And I was listening on my, I was doing it on my laptop, and I was running the Spider-Man soundtrack. And he comes to me, and he was like 3 years old. He says, "That's Spider-Man." I said, "You are bullshitting me." The Washington Monument scene, the soundtrack that was playing at that specific moment, he came to me and said, "That's Spider-Man." I said, "No, you're this." No. He says, I said, what does it sound? I turned it off. He sang the melody. I turned it on, and it matched the clip. So it's like, damn, this kid, he has a musical ear. That's good.
Do you think he has absolute hearing, or do you think that's early?
No.
Too early to say.
Too early. I believe an absolute ear hearing can be trained as well, but I'm trying to learn him how to sing harmonies in the 2-second attention span that he has, but he switches tones with me. So it'll come. It's something he will be. But I'm not going to pressure him. It would be bad. Just let him enjoy. I sing a lot. They sing a lot.
Could you explain what an absolute hearing is? Because you don't have an absolute hearing.
No.
I've heard on your stream. You said you explained yourself. But
I have a relative hearing.
Yeah, a relative hearing.
Yeah. You got a follow.
Thank you for the follow. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll just say Melly. But thank you for the follow. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Melly? I'll just say Melly. I think Melly's cute. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Can my mate switch channel and get a shout out? It's called Isle of Cock. Well, I just said it. There you go. Why not?
Wow.
Oh my god. It's mature audiences, dude. It's fine.
Go for it. Let's go for it. Bait it. Yeah. There you go. What is he going to do? I see his face.
I got a free follow. So you were saying, why did I read it out loud? But we can say cock on stream. It doesn't matter.
It's a rooster.
It's a rooster. I do like roosters. I do like them.
Voila.
Cockalaku. There you go. Anyway, you were saying relative hearing and absolute hearing. The difference between relative and absolute hearing.
Yeah, you know it? The difference?
Well, absolute hearing, I think they kind of... I had a friend, really strange, DJ YOLO Tanker has an absolute hearing. And he can predict melodies as well. When he's listening the first time to a song, he can absolutely... He can say the notes. He can just say, oh, that's that,
that's great.
And just sing that. And he can just... if you give him a song that he's never heard, he will play along with it straight away. He can transcribe it on paper, from what I've understood. It's pretty insane to watch him do stuff. I went to film school with DJ YOLO Tanker. Actually, he was in my class. We made a lot of things. I had to take down one video that we made together, which was a Flemish dub of the movie Casablanca, a very old 40s black and white movie. We made a lot of those things. There was a lot of content creating back then, and it was a fun guy to work with. He made a Twin Peaks ringtone, a custom Twin Peaks ringtone for me, just in like 5 seconds or something. I was in his studio and he was like, "Oh, dude, do you want a custom ringtone?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." It was, I don't know, and he was like, "Oh yeah, come, blah, blah, blah." And he was just like making a Twin Peaks kind of theme for me. It was insane. It's a little bit like what you do. It's pretty cool working with people like that.
Yeah, but he's next level though.
He's composer. He's a composer as well.
He's a composer,
so that's.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not a trained musician in that way. Yeah.
It's different. It's not that it's better or worse or whatever. It's not another level. It's just it's just a very different level. He's very classically trained. That's what it is.
Yeah, because I'm a autodidact. So I learned everything myself.
Yeah.
And it's different. Yeah, absolutely. So I have a absolute hearing. Indeed, it's you can pinpoint it. If I say sing a C, they will go and that will be a C.
Yeah.
I might not be far off. I don't know if it might be that, but I can differentiate between note differences. So I know, okay, that's yeah, Rob.
Yeah,
you missed,
he had a pretty
no.
lame joke, but I even repeated it. I even say because we were allowed to say the well, I won't push it, but I think I've said it on stream quite a few times. Anyway, we got a follow out of it. I
There
don't
you
care.
go.
He
There
probably
you go.
unfollowed because I banned him. So
You'll get an unban request or a ban appeal.
100% sure.
There you go.
So
I can differentiate. I can listen. I can sing in harmonies. That's how I do all Dikke Svekke melodies. I know. Okay, this is a C and it has a G on top of it. So I know melodies and harmonies. Da da da. I know that's a major chord and da da da. That's a minor chord. And da 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 da. That's a seventh septim. I don't know the theory, but I feel the chords.
You
If you
feel the
know what I
music.
mean. I feel the music, so that's what I do. So I was young, to finish my story. When I was young, I could sing really well, and my mom said, "Yeah, you have to get him to school and he has to do tests." And I was like, "Yeah, fuck that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm never gonna do anything with music, man." So I did piano for a couple of years, and then I just I went to. A lot of people know this already because we've talked about this on stream. I participated in idols. So American Idol, but Belgian Idol. I don't know what that's worth. And I was 18 and I got selected with the last 10 male participants of the show. There's pictures of me, I think, Svek, if you're looking at.
no, honestly, I was looking. I've looked at for it for last stream we did together because I was looking for like a YouTube something. Because you did a couple of songs that were really good. I know that you played your guitar in one of the live shows. And that was a pretty good. Bit.
That wasn't me, man.
I'm pretty sure you did. Or was it in the auditions? I know that I saw you on the TV and that I voted for you. Didn't you play the guitar live?
No. That was a piano. I sung All at Sea from Jamie Cullum. I had long hair. This fucking is confused now.
Really?
No, I'm. Yeah.
And didn't you do anything with your guitar?
Yeah, in the auditions I played it in there, but they never really aired it.
Because I remember distinctly. Because I remember your long hair. I remember you standing. Maybe it was something else.
I did a lot of our high school shows that I did.
It's really weird.
At the end of the year.
In my head, it's a video. It's really bizarre. I don't know, but there's nothing to be found on the internet of that second idols. How is that possible? By the way, that's really weird.
It was pre real internet days. There was like a forum for idols, and YouTube was just up and coming. It was 2007, and everything is at the archive of our Flemish channel. And I'm not. I think that's good. Because I didn't sing that well that episode. It had 750,000 people watching. Jesus, I was trembling
insane.
like a rabbit in a cage. So that was
I remember voting for you with like text messages. That I 100% remember that because you had to vote with text messages if I remember correctly. Really expensive text messages, and I remember voting like 20 times or something. It was a sense of pride. I don't know. It's a very strange sense of pride when you know someone personally who's doing one of these talent shows and gets far. You're like, it's like hey, I was in the same school as that guy. I'm gonna vote for him. I really want him to win. It's a very strange sense of pride that people get. Did you get a lot of attention from that on the street and stuff? Did people recognize you, or was it on the down low?
It was okay. Some people said, "Hey, Yannick," on the streets. "Hey, I know this guy from Idols." Oh, yeah, but I went to our VTM. It's what the channel is called, Flemish television company, FTC. It would be called in English. When I went there backstage, I had to sign autographs, and I realized I do not like to sign autographs. I hated signing autographs. Like, "Hey, Yannick, can we go on a picture with you?" I was like, why would you want to go on? Okay, I was just standing next to him. Okay, smile. And goofy old me when I was 18 years. It never got to my head because I was like, Jesus, guys, why are you even asking me for my autograph? So I had old friends call me. I had an ex-girlfriend call me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That far? That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy. That's far. That's further than I thought it would be. Because us Belgians, we're pretty chill, I think, to stars. You know, I don't think
Us, Svekke. Once you are in the Flemish collective, you
true.
can become a collective property. People can say anything they want about you. Because I've worked with a lot of actors in my job as a trainer. We have I worked with a lot of simulation actors, and there's some famous guys as well in there. And they say the guy who played Rafael Campo in Thuis, the series, played the bad guy.
what's his name? What's his real name?
Maarten. Search for Maarten Thuis Rafael, and you'll see his face. You'll know him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maarten Classes.
Maarten Classes.
yeah.
I've worked with him as a trainer, so my job consists. That's my Happy Women's Day to all women, dear. Fuzzy. Happy Women's Day.
It's Women's Day. I only know him from. By the way, I think every day is women's gender equal. Any gender or no gender at all.
Day.
Any day is a good day to celebrate. This day in particular is for everyone who associates with the gender women or doesn't. I mean, it's a celebration for everyone. Yeah, I know him from other things. I think.
Yeah, so I worked with him as a trainer. So we work together. He does simulations, and I guide it as a facilitator. And I talked to him, and I was like, "How was it actually?" And he says, "When you play the bad guy in Flanders, it's people cannot differentiate between your role and the character and you. I had one actress who I worked with who was pregnant in a series, and she had a random woman come up to her in the supermarket and say, 'How's the baby doing?' She was like,
That's
but
insane,
I'm not pregnant." The old woman refused to believe her, so she's just played along. "Oh yeah, she's at home sleeping."
That is nuts. Do you remember? Well, of course you remember. In Flanders, we have two very big soaps who've been on TV for ages, literally 30 years or something.
Yeah.
There's Thuis, which is the equivalent to
Home.
Home.
Home
it
and-
really
home.
means home. It's like home and away, basically. It's basically
Home
the
and
same.
away.
And then there's something called Familie, which is basically called family.
family.
And it's about a family. It's about a family. It's the most horrible title if you think about it. If you think about it, it's
What are your two biggest soap called in Belgium?
home and family. The most generic shit names you can imagine. It's like, what's it gonna be about? It's gonna be about a family. What should we call it? Family. No, that's what it's about. What should we call it? Family.
Family. Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh,
So
when
and
you
it's about a family, the Van den Bosses. Oh man, I know a lot about
from the bushes.
from the
There you go.
bushes. Okay, that got me. Van den Bossen, if you translate it, means from the bushes. Oh my god. Yeah, that got me. And there's one person playing a character in it. It's Jackie Lafont is her real name, and she plays Rita. And Rita is a drunk woman. She plays someone, and they call her Zatte Rita, which means drunk Rita.
Drunk Rita.
And it's because she's drunk the whole time. She was bullied on the street. People were screaming at her, Zatlap. Hey, you drunk, like really horrible profanities. She's an actress. People didn't get it. They were like, she thought it was bad.
It was bad.
It came on TV and stuff. It's been 2 or 3 times that I remember that she had to come on a talk show or something, and actually just make an acte de présence, just be there, not drunk, just to show like, hey guys, it's I'm a real person. I'm just acting that I'm drunk. I'm not really drunk. It's a show. It's not real. I know the title is pretty good because it says family in the title, and you know what a family is, but it's not real. It's bananas, right? It's bonkers,
They
no?
cannot. Yeah. They cannot. They can. They cannot differentiate. They have a hard time. Family. Drunk Rita. Drunk Rita. in
Drunk
family.
Rita. Oh my god.
Oh,
Chat. We
Just
lost
think
chat completely. They're like,
they are gone. Yeah.
What? what?
Come on, Rob. You guys have some soaps. Please tell me there is a ridiculous name for a soap like this in Romania.
Yeah. What kind of soaps did you guys have in where you grew up?
If you look at America, they have Days of Our Lives. They have The Bold and the Beautiful. They have what
true.
else?
It's true.
like
Australia has a lot.
Yeah, Home and
Australia.
Away, Neighbors.
Yeah.
Neighbors is an Australian as well. Neighbors.
Neighbors. Yeah. That's the one with Kylie Minogue, right?
Neighbors. I thought.
No.
Wasn't
Wait.
it Home and Away?
It's Kylie
No,
Minogue.
Neighbors. Na 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 na. That's a theme song, and I think that's.
I thought it was Kylie Minogue. I'm not sure. She played in it because she was Neighbors from '86 to
Neighbors.
'88, and then
Yeah.
she got a Logie Award.
Logie
A Logie Award. I can't remember
I can't
soaps.
remember soaps.
I think we have more reality shows. Oh, really?
You have one soap, Robert. Wake up your mom.
Oh, come
Tell
on.
her. Babushka. Babushka.
Romanian
What is the name of our
soaps.
COVID?
Soap
Because
opera.
Spain has Martin y Monita. I think that's a telenovela they have running there.
Yeah, they have
It's really
telenovelas. That's a bit different, but
But-
it's kind of the same. Yeah, it's kind of the same. Dude, I'm googling Romanian soap operas. I think Rob is like, no, we're a cool country. No, dude, you got a bunch.
Here it comes.
There's-
Here it comes.
There's a Wikipedia page with like 100 soap operas. Come on. From 99, there's Boyer Moflea and Voda. There's Big Vacation. There's La Bloc. Leana Sicostel. Baya Buni. We're not a cool country. We're alcoholics.
Alcoholics.
Love Tears. There's something called Love Tears. War of Genders. But that sounds that sounds like that was a cool show. See?
Oh shit, man. He said.
Shit, man. Now
Now I
remember, there you go. It's called Living in a Block, basically. But that's a sitcom.
No. Hang on. But apartment blocks apparently are a very big thing because Rob and Solo know each other from living in the same apartment block.
Oh,
So
really?
I think it's yeah.
So it's cultural. Yeah, it's a cultural thing. Let me check. Here, soap opera. This is prime. This is prime soap opera. This is called La Voz de Corazón, and it also has the Romanian name Vocea Inimi or Vocea Inimi, and it means the heart's voice. And the hearts is written as the same as a hearth, not a heart, like a heart.
hearth.
A hearth. Yeah.
Oh.
Do you say Hearthstone?
No, say Hearthstone.
Yeah. A lot of people say the heart.
I'm going to give you an anecdote on that. I once did an interview, a job interview with a guy who came to interview, and was like, I was like, oh, you games? Oh yeah, I play card games. Oh, you play Hearthstone? I said, no. He says, it's pronounced Hearthstone. I did not hire that guy. I was like, I'm sorry, it will not match. I was an asshole for doing that, but Jesus, man.
That is horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna put it. You know what I do in the morning shows? I'm gonna put it in Google and listen to how they pronounce it.
Hearthstone.
Say Hearth.
No, it says Hearthstone.
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 I had the same discussion with the guy. He was telling me it's a health potion. I said, what the?
Yeah, that's
You're
wrong.
bullshitting me.
It's a health potion. It's like people saying character. I flip. I flip when people say character. It's character. It's not your character. Oh, I picked that character. No, you picked a stupid brain.
If you make it shorter, you can say my chair, but even then it's weird.
It's character. I never or chair or char or whatever or car, but
My
never
chair,
say
your
never
Californian
character.
is coming back.
Oh my god, so
Hey,
so
bro, you
fast.
wanna buy my chair?
Rob is going crazy. Vocea enemy, yes, vocea. The C is pronounced as vocea is in Chile. Vocea enemy. Yeah, it was. I thought it was that. There's more Romanian stuff.
Here
Dude.
he goes.
He has one called A Casa. Does that mean
Casa?
home?
Home.
Because that would be amazing.
Does in Romania.
Pariu Chuviata also. Dude, there's so many. There's so many. Akasa means home. Dude, they have home. They actually have a soap opera called Home.
There you go.
And
There you
so
go.
it's a thing. It's a thing. Oh my god.
I love the German names as well.
Sturm der Liebe?
And and Ledenstrasse. Or
yeah.
Sturm der Liebe, verbotene Liebe. Yeah.
Verbotene Liebe. It's always something with love.
And they have a home as well. Da home is da home. I don't know what it means.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, soap operas are really big in Belgium as well. We literally have a channel called Akasa TV. But soap operas are huge in like Hispanic countries. With the telenovelas, they have so many.
Hardcore, man.
It's but they're good. They're mostly pretty. They have a very funny aspect to them. Most of them, like Ugly Betty, the original one, is also pretty funny. Especially Spanish, are big in Romania. That's what I thought. They have a lot of influences from Italy and well, Spain in a further extent, but I've heard that as well. The telenovelas came over to us as well, but it didn't hit Belgium that hard.
We tried it, but
With
people
Sarah, Sarah was
people
like,
want home and family.
They went this far. Ugly Betty was remade for Belgium, and it was called Sarah. They made a really Flemish, like super Flemish version of Ugly Betty. Pariuchu Viata means the bet with life. Whoa, that's dark. That sounds dark. The bet with life. I made a bet with life. What do you think? I think we're nearing the end of the podcast. I think I'm ready for my hidden gem. I already said it in a gem, so I quickly searched another that is very interesting as well. Should we go to the hidden gem?
Go for it, man.
Let's go. There we go. Viazza is like Viazza. Okay. So Pariuchu Viazza. Pariuchu Viazza. It sounds like it's Italian, man. It's more Italian than it is Romanian. Romanian lessons with Rob. There you go. So my hidden gem. I don't know if you have a hidden gem ready, by the way, but my hidden gem is this one. I'm gonna try to get it on stream. I don't know if you're familiar with the band Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Well, he has a podcast now. One of the guys, I think he's the bass player. He's called Johnny something. Let me check what his real name is. Johnny Christ. He played with Avenged Sevenfold for 20 years, and he has very few subscribers. I'm on thinking, but I'm subscribed, and he's it's called Drinks with Johnny, and he has it's a podcast where he interviews people that are not interviewed on other places, I feel. Like he has Drinks with Fat Mike from NoFX, Drinks with King Vader. There's a bunch of stuff. Kyle Gass from Tenacious D. He has a full episode with Kyle Gass from Tenacious D. So it's not only very dark. With Brian Poston before build.
We're doing it. That's
Oh my god. This is Brian Poston. This is a stand-up comedian. So it's not only very dark things. It's very Frank Turner. I mean, you see what I mean? Like it's very varied, and I like the way he does the podcast. Ku is hard C. Okay, so it's Pariuchu Viazza.
Pariuchu Viazza.
I hope I got it. Yeah, and I think it's gonna go places, and I think he's gonna interview more and more really cool people. I'm just scrolling a little bit. Robert Trujillo, that's a live one.
Yeah.
With Robert Trujillo
nice.
from Metallica, right?
Yeah.
So see, it's not small people that he interviews, and he only has 9,000 people, and there's only like 2,000 and 1,000 views. So it's still a good moment to discover it, almost perfectly, really. Yes. So there's really a lot, because he started like a year ago. Some of these only have like 900 views, which I don't get, because he also interviewed a couple of wrestlers. He interviewed people from other bands like Bullet for My Valentine. My God, it's time. It's time that we go to sleep. It's very interesting, but as you can see, I can keep on scrolling because when we say pooping pooping
content. Yeah.
Content, well, this is pooping content. Like this is Ozzy Osbourne, but I don't know if it. Oh, it's Blasco from Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, so it's one of the I think it's the guitarist Blasco.
Yeah.
So very interesting people. I think it was called Drinks with Johnny because he had this thing where he served drinks in the beginning, but he kind of changed then in the end. And it's now really way better. It's a very good show. So check that out. Drinks with Johnny. I think it's a very enjoyable show. Even if you don't like punk rock, there's still an episode out there for you if you just like laughing. So what's your hidden gem? Do you have like a link that I should display, or is it something that you want to talk about, like a book or something?
Well, I don't know if it's that hidden because I just saw he has 1.6 million subscribers on
That's
YouTube.
not that much. That's not that much. It could be American only. I've talked about Good Mythical Morning to some people in Belgium, and they don't know it. So in Belgium, it's a hidden gem. See what I mean?
Okay, then I'm going to say it. Neil deGrasse Tyson has a podcast. You know Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Of course, yeah. The scientist. Well, scientist. Yeah.
The astronomical physicist.
Yeah, astronomical physicist. He's very good at vulgarization of science.
Yeah. That's and he has a podcast called Star Talk.
Okay, Star Talk. Can we find that on
YouTube?
Or did you link me up?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, I've just found it.
Yeah.
There you go.
So let's Star Talk, and I'm your host.
Yeah, his voice. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I didn't know about this. I didn't even know he had a podcast. But what they do sometimes, they take questions from people and they discuss it. So like somebody asked some really scientific questions. So yeah, could you travel
Chris
in
Hadfield,
in
man? Oh, sorry.
For space with their fingers crossed.
Do you know Chris Hadfield?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love this man.
Yeah.
This man can do everything. He's a good singer. He's an amazing. He's an astronaut. He's an amazing scientist. I know it's an ad. I know I flashed on an ad. I know, but he's cool.
And it's only masterclass ad. I watched to the ending.
Yeah, I skipped it now because I wanted to put the thing on while you were talking. Go ahead.
So yeah, they go about people can ask questions, and what you say is correct. They do a good vulgarization of complex theories. And for example, what hooked me was some guy asking some really smart questions. So yeah, he was like, yeah, but if dark matter has a mass, or could be they were talking about the fact that dark matter, he was explaining it so well. I'm going to explain to you why I think it's very fascinating. He was explaining that dark matter could be the gravity of a different universe in like a multiverse. So a gravity not of our own, that could be dark matter.
Okay.
And he was I like Neil deGrasse Tyson because I like vulgarization. I do that as well as a trainer. I try and explain complex things very simply, and that's an art. And I love this guy. It's such an entertaining podcast to listen to. This man's voice alone is a reason to listen to it. But if you want to be a bit smarter and know something about complex stuff, that's next level. And they go to fringe science as well. He does not go any problem or question out of the way, and he will say, yeah, but those people are a lot smarter than me, for example. They will know the gist of it, but I would like it to be this way, and I think this. So he doesn't put himself on a pedestal as well. It's really nice. He's a really sound guy.
It's a good segue to your content as well, because I think what you do on the Senpai is very much that, is vulgarization of very complex theories and very complex analysis.
Yeah, social psychology, and a lot of regular psychology as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's vulgarization. Yeah, to the max, because you shrink down. That's my biggest compliment that I've always given you. You shrink down something very complex to 5, 6, 7 minutes. So a good a biteable piece of information that you can really listen to and immerse yourself in, because 5-6 minutes is a very good time to still have attention span to the end, and you explain something that is at least an hour, 2 or 3 hours worth of information, because it processes in your brain, and the way you explain it gives room for the people to think about it themselves, which then unfolds in their own, it's very well explained, but I've already told you this. So if you haven't watched the Senpai's content, I'm gonna give it a shout out again. There we go, boom. You can also go to the senpai.be to check out everything we does and more, because you're working on that website, right? All right, I think we're at the end. We were gonna clock off on an even 3 hours, I think, which is always long. I just don't know why it always takes 3 hours to kind of do this. I now see that I forgot to add one button to my thingy, is to go offline, and that's exactly what we're gonna do right now. So people, thank you for listening. Also, thank you if you're listening to this on Spotify. If you want to listen to more podcasts, you can go to Dikke Svekke's geekypodcast.com, or just click on the Spotify link that you are on right now, and you will see the rest of the podcast. The first few ones were in Dutch, so if you're not Dutch native, it's a bit difficult to understand those. Yeah. But if you're English speaking, the last few ones are all in English. You can also see us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dikke Svekke and twitch.tv/thesenpai.be. But you can also watch this podcast if you want on youtube.com/Dikke Svekke, or just look for Dikke Svekke and you'll find the podcast as well. You can also go to dikkesvekke.com. That's also one. I've got multiple URLs that lead you to me. All my links are also in all the descriptions that you're at. I think that's all I have to say. Is there anything else you want to add, or are we going to wish everybody a very good night and go to sleep?
Milenniboomers in me is saying it's time to sleep, man.
It's really time to sleep. Our eyes. Look at my eyes. I mean, my eyes were small from the beginning. Yeah, I mean, look at this. They were small from the beginning. That is very strange to see someone with glasses without glasses. For me, it's always.
I'm like a different person now. But you like this.
I know you like this. I remember you like this. I've seen you with glasses for so long, but you are a different person without glasses. It's very strange.
My name is Artan.
In my head, I don't know. I'm one of those people that has it has a big effect on me. It's like when people shave their mustache. My dad had a mustache for a very long time. And he shaved it from one day to the other, and now he doesn't have a mustache. So I would also find it weird to see him with a mustache, and that was bad. I was traumatized by that for a whole week. I was like, why are you different? I don't know. It's something. Maybe I should get that checked out. it messes with me really hard, more than other people. Anyway, we're talking about glasses and mustaches.
Yeah.
Oh man, what was it today? An alien with a mustache? Was that yesterday?
Was it? Yeah, it was.
That
yesterday.
was yesterday.
An alien with a mustache under his eyes. That's what you described yourself as.
That I'm just an alien with a mustache under his eyes. Imagine.
I know Burzy without the beard, by the way.
Yeah, we've known Burzy without a beard for longer than I've known Burzy with a beard. Because I haven't seen Burzy in real life for years. But I've known him with a beard, without a beard for really long time. You've known me without a beard as well, I think.
Absolutely.
I always had like a little bit of a beard, but never like this.
The thin one you had.
I had that a long time. That was horrible. That was horrible. Okay, people, that's the last thing I'll tell you about me. I had like a really thin beard, like a really thin. I trimmed it like those rappers. It was horrible. Why did nobody tell me that?
I had that as well. So I had to admit.
It was a thing.
When I look at pictures, it was a thing. But when I look at pictures, I think, oh man.
Yeah, why?
Oh man.
But nobody told us.
It was cool.
It was cool though. It was don't forget, people. This is 2000.
Like the diamond earrings. That was a
True.
period of the diamond earrings. So that was cool back then.
That's true. It was like a Craig David kind of style. I've met all you guys with beards. Yeah, true. It's true. It's a bird. It's a pretty beardy gang.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recognize him. Most of my I can't dox this. I have pictures of Burzy without beards. I have pictures. Oh man, I have pictures of Burzy with flattened hair.
Yeah.
With like what's it called? Because some people thought it was at a party at my house, and somebody said like, oh, what would Burzy look like if we would like take a you know what I don't know how to say it, like a hair flattener. If we would flatten all his hair and then he would have like flat long hair, because he always had long hair. A hair straightener, thank you. And they did that, and he has a lot of hair, so it took like 2 hours. And he had like it was the strangest thing. He had like really long flat hair, like Children of Bottom, heavy metal, kind of long flat hair. It was so strange.
He will hate you if you ever show it.
I will never show it. I will only talk about it. So to create the myth around it. Anyway, that was it. I think that was it. What do you have something else to dox about someone that we can that we can do, or is that okay?
I think that's about all the doxing we can do. That's allowed on Twitch for an evening before Burzy finds out that we have been talking about taking pictures of him hostage on our hard drive. So yeah.
Oh man, I won't dox myself. All right, see you tomorrow morning. I will be on. I think I will be on an hour later than usual. Normally it's 9:30, but I think it's gonna be 10:30 tomorrow if I'm online at all. I will keep you guys posted. It might be. I might take a skip day. Maybe I should just take a skip day. You know what? For the people who are watching now, tomorrow I'm probably not gonna be online. There you go. You heard it here. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good day to whoever is having a day. And you can listen to this podcast on Spotify and on all those sorts of things. Come to the Discord. I will post a link in the chat. Come to the Discord. It's fun. We have cookies and it's fun. All right. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Okay. Give them...